Hi, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? When you come here, just share the page for me. But when you come here, just share the page for me, okay? Just click on the share button and just share the page for me. Invite somebody, invite friends, invite everybody. Invite and invite everybody, invite everybody. When you come on live, just share the page for me. When you come, just share the page, share the page, share the page, share the page. Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. Keep sharing, invite somebody, invite everybody to come and join us, and together we'll make this a great one. Tap on the screen, tapping on the screen, and then please share for us, share the page for us, and then just tap on the screen for me. When you are here, invite somebody, share the page, tap on the screen, and then invite people to come and join us, so that together we'll all do this together. Yes, we have great information for all of you today, and trust me, you are going to learn a lot. Make sure you have your pen, you have your pencils, you have your notepads ready with you guys, because we are going to churn out a lot of information today. I know you are all going to benefit from all the information we are going to churn out over here. So when you come here, all I want to do for me is that just tap on the screen for me, tap on the screen for me. Let's send the live to 1K. Let's go to 1K right away. So just tap on the screen, tap on the screen. Can you hear me? Is the sound okay for you? Can you hear me very well? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can somebody type yes? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Emmanuel. Emmanuel Kwabena Asante, thank you. You are welcome. Emmanuel Kwabena Asante, thank you very much for coming here. Esther Efriye also joined. Mario has also joined us. Bukari has also joined us. All those joining, thank you. Yes, Musinel Kwame has also joined us. Ruben has also joined us. And then very soon, I can see my guest already here. So when you are here, just tap on the screen for me. Let's send the page, the feed to 1K right away. Right away. Let's go. 1K. Keep tapping on the screen for me. Let's go. Please, bro, can I still? It says, bro, can I still my degree in agriculture and diploma to apply for teaching? As for that Greek, that's where the issue is. As for that Greek, I can't tell. No, I don't think the diploma is something that they are going to accept here, and especially with your Greek too. Yes, that is it. Let's go 355 now. Let's go to 1K. Let's go to 1K. Invite somebody. My guest is already here, and very soon I'll invite my guest here. So please, let's go to 1K. We are now on 410. Let's go to 1K straight away. Canada study permit 16 weeks since biometric and still nothing here. Don't worry. My brother and my friend, our guest will answer all your questions. So don't worry, okay? Yes, my guest will answer all your questions. So don't worry. Today, you're not doing it in the US. We are doing everything Canada. Yeah, so we are doing everything Canada today. So please, yes, I mean, don't worry, okay? He will answer all your questions. Samuel, he's going to answer all your questions. So just exercise patience for us, okay? Don't worry. So if you are here, just make sure that you join us. Share the page, so that some people more can also come and join us. You can also follow me. You can follow you can also follow my guest. I say, can I use the diploma to apply? No. Habit, no. You can't apply for the teaching job with diploma. No. It's bachelor's education. So you must have at least 4-year bachelor's education degree. But today it's all about Canada. Canada. So let's hold on with the teaching stuff. Today is all about Canada. Encourage your viewers, please, to share and invite more friends, please. I'm encouraging all of you, please, share and invite 1.1. Let's go. Very soon I'll bring in my guest, and together we are going to start with the interview. And I know Manuel, thank you for joining. Good evening, Zinatu Al Hassan. Good evening, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you, everybody. We are doing it just under 1 hour. We'll be done. We'll share all the information that you want to know about Canada. So get ready. All right, so without wasting your time, um, let me invite my guest in here without wasting your time. Let me invite and then let's begin with the show. Let me invite my guest quickly and then together we begin the show together. I'm inviting my guest, and so wherever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are. Okay, okay. So, all right. So wherever you are, I need you to join us wherever you are. We are in Ghana. You are in the US. You are in Burkina. You are in Burkina. You are in Niger. You are in Nigeria. Wherever you find yourself, you are welcome to this beautiful um, program. It's a program that we are using to not only kind of create awareness, but we are using it to give opportunity to others. You know, it's not been easy, but some way, somehow, God has been faithful to us, and then gradually we are all moving up so far as the ladder is concerned. And when you see somebody moving up, the most important thing is for you to kind of push the person to go higher, and then who knows, it will also be your turn. So today, I'm hosting a very big man. Of course, yeah, he's a big man. He's a big man. Yeah, so I'm hosting a big man, and you see, life, I've learned so many things in life, and if somebody would tell me that today I'll be here interviewing this man, I'll call myself a liar. But some way, somehow, you see what God has done. All right, so those who don't know me, my name is Ishmael. I'm a Ghanaian. Um, I am from Tadi, yes, the oil city, Takrady. And then I am a professional teacher. I am a professional teacher. Um, and then that is, I went to the training college. From there, I went to the University of Education, Winneba. And today we are where we are today. Yes, I'm on my master's, and I know very soon God will make a way for me to finish it up. Now, on radio, I love radio, so I began radio, and then I met this gentleman on my show through a song that a friend introduced to me, and we helped in promoting the song. I've changed my phone, so I wasn't able to play a song today because my cable I have to get a new one, a new jack for it. So that's why I'm not picking the feed straight from my setup over here. So forgive me. And then we helped in promoting the song. I remember the song very, very, very well. You are great, God. You are great, God. You are great, God. God, I remember the song so well. It's a powerful song. And then we became friends, and God been so good. Today, here we are, and He is somewhere. He will tell us wherever He's hiding. He will tell us everything today. So, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much of your time, wherever you are, if you are here, please just keep tapping on the screen for us. Keep sharing the page for us. Invite a friend, because this information we are going to share today will benefit your brother, will benefit your sister, will benefit every individual. People are sharing this information and they are taking huge sums of money. They are taking huge sum of money for sharing this piece of information to others. But we are here, just to kind of help everybody. So please, just share the live for us, and then make sure that your friends, your brother, your sisters, they all join us, because this is going to be an interactive one. All right, my brother, is it good morning, good afternoon, good evening?
It's still afternoon, bro. It's 2 o'clock here.
The sun is shining, bro. The sun is on. Where I find myself is on. So
Right
what is
on.
the time? What is the time now where you are?
It's 2 p.m. Yeah,
It's
2
2
5.
p.m.
Yeah,
Oh,
2 5.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's now 5 minutes after 4 p.m. Over here. Who do we have on this live today?
Ah, uh, my name is King George Aqua. So yeah, I'm also a Ghanaian for sure, but currently in Canada. And yeah, yeah,
Wow. So the name is King George Aqua. You are a Ghanaian and then you are currently based in Canada. For how long have you been in Canada?
for the past 9 years.
Oh la la. Oh, 9 years in Canada. Amazing.
Yeah.
How was life like in Ghana before you relocating to Canada?
Yeah, man, in all honesty, I wasn't someone who was interested in traveling. No, I always wanted to be back home. But life was tough after school. Yeah, I remember when I was done with my bachelor's degree. So I'm also a trained teacher after teachers
Hold on, hold on,
college.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. For real?
Yeah. I went Mount Mary's Teachers College.
In Somenya.
Yes.
That is why you know the French. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
This is mind blowing.
Yeah, so after teachers college, I taught for 3 years before I went to the university for my bachelor's degree. But after the bachelor's degree, I wasn't getting a job, especially after my national service. Nothing was coming my way, so I went back to school to do a master's in UCC, hoping to get. I remember I was going to private schools just to find something to do to make life a living. Nothing was coming my way, but you know what? God had other plans. So right after my master's, I got an opportunity to come and study in Canada. Now that was it in
So,
2014.
so if I got you right, you said um after training college, you taught for 3 years and then you went to school to do your degree.
Yes.
But when you finished, there was no job, so you have to use that for you stay not to stay at home to go and further your education again.
Exactly.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. All right. So you said you are somebody who didn't like kind of traveling. What inspired you to travel?
I think honestly, if there was any inspiration, it was hardship.
Oh,
If there, because I knew nobody outside Ghana, right? So it wasn't like, sometimes those who really want to travel, they have uncles and aunties and brothers and sisters. So that motivation is there. For me, my sole motivation was the mere fact that I knew I had a lot in me. I had gone to school intellectually, I was sound, but I wasn't having anywhere to exhibit what I could do to help my country. So I think I tried going to Switzerland. I got admission, paid my tuition fee, but I didn't get the visa. I got about 10 schools in the UK, no money to sponsor. I tried Russia. I even wanted to go to South Africa, like a lot of things because, bro, my only source of income was maybe I go to church and I minister and the Lord touches the heart of maybe the church members and somebody will say take 10 Ghana, 20 Ghana. That was the major thing. I was helping my auntie with her school, but because it's home thing, you're not really getting paid, right? But yeah, it was tough.
hmm.
It was, and I'm the first of six children, right? The
Wow.
first of six. So uh, I needed to. God was my only hope, and through His miraculous ways, here I am today. It's for that. I think it's a testimony on its own that we can find a day and talk about it.
Wow. That's amazing. This is amazing. It's amazing. You finish school and there's no job for you to do. You finish school and because there wasn't any job for you to do, you have to use that as an inspiration and then go to school back to go and continue on further with your education. That's amazing. Now, I want to know, did somebody spoke to you about an opportunity in Canada or you did the research on your own and I mean let me understand that part.
So what happened was, I remember when I was doing my master's in Ghana, I was in the library. I had received multiple admissions, like I told you, but I wasn't getting, especially the Switzerland was a heartbreaking moment for me because I paid tuition fee. I got a pastor in Switzerland who was willing to host me because of the music and other things. but I didn't get a visa. So I was in the library doing an assignment. And usually when I go to the library, the first thing I do is I search for schools online. Then I think I was doing something not even school related. Then I saw Carleton University, Canada. Like, okay, what is this about? I clicked on it. I read about their French program. I said, okay, let me give it a try. I put in the application, and in December 2013, I remember I got a notification that, hey, you've gotten admission to Carleton University. I didn't even open it because I knew it was going to be one of those things, no scholarship, nothing. So it took about 2 weeks. So one day something really egged me, go and check that admission. I opened that admission and it says, your admission comes with a scholarship of 20,000 Canadian dollars. Bro,
Hi.
I was speechless.
Jesus.
I was speechless.
Hey.
So I had 1 week more before the offer was going to expire. So I just went into the portal, accepted my offer, and then I sent an email to say, hey, I have accepted my offer. And the head of department, then a lady called Christine Duff, sent me a message that, hey, King George, I looked at your profile. A friend of mine who is a professor is looking for a research assistant. That one pays 25,000 instead of 20,000. So we were wondering if you wanted to change the package from 20,000 to 25,000.
25,000. Wow.
It's like, why are you asking me this question? Go ahead and do that change for me. And guess what? 3 days later, the woman got back to me. He said, hey, King George, I actually found out that you can keep both scholarships. So your scholarship will be 45,000 Canadian dollars.
Hey.
Bro, so that's why I don't force people to worship God or praise God. Because for me, if there is someone God has shown mercy, it's me.
Hey.
Because even plane ticket, I don't think my parents could have afforded, right? So I wasn't even thinking of school fees. So it came, and yeah, 9 years on, here I am by the grace of God.
Jesus Christ. Oh. What a story. What a story. What a story. If you are here live on TikTok, please, all we need from you to just tap on the screen for us. It's been an inspiring, 10 minutes so far, and it's inspiring. A teacher from Montgomery in Somenia studied French, finished school, taught for 3 years, no job was coming. He went back to school to do his master's, and still no job was coming. First child of 6 children, and then he is stagnant. He needs to move so that others can follow. And then life was tough back in Ghana, but through the determination, zeal, a search on the internet, in the library, and then Carleton University, came up, and the God being so good, he just applied. And then what happened? And how do you call it? A scholarship of 20,000, 10 to 25,000, then 10 to 45,000 Canadian dollars. Oh, this is a very inspiring story, and this shows that indeed God is with us. If you serve Him and you serve Him well, God is really with us. And okay, so that's about King George Acquah for you. If you don't know him, that's the short story about him. So he's been in Canada for the past 9 years. Now, you've been in Canada for the past 9 years. Comparatively, between Canada, I'm not saying let's compare between Canada and Ghana though, but life in Canada, life in Ghana. Let's take the hardship aside.
Right.
What will you say?
I've been telling people, especially those who are closer to me, if we had even a manageable economy, I would never trade Ghana for any other country. Ghana is an amazing place, but unfortunately, the economy and hardships, these are what is pushing people away. Now, when I came here, culture shock was the first thing. Like you're on the bus, nobody is talking to you. You walk on campus, you don't talk to a single person, you just go back home. Whereas When I was back in Ghana on campus, you take 2 steps, AKG, then you take your two. Like
Oh,
there is
oh,
life back home. Our food, culture. Now, if I want to compare the social aspect, Ghana and maybe Africa in general, nothing or no other country can come closer.
mm,
However, in terms of the economy, in Ghana, when you are in school, you are in school. Schooling and working, it's not common,
no, no. He said no, no.
right? But here, while I was schooling, though I had a full scholarship, I still had a chance of getting work experience and also making some good money as well, right? So, in terms of the social life, what Africa has, sometimes it hurts me when I am trying to, sell opportunities for people to come to Canada or the US. But the thing is, life is not all about the social. So you need a balance. We have the social, right? But bro, you cannot just say you're enjoying the social life in Ghana and it's gonna be well. No, it's not gonna be well.
Mm.
If I were in Ghana, maybe probably at my age, I might still be single and not married. I came to Canada and 1 year, even, yeah, I came in August 2004. By August, August 2014, by August 8th, 2015, I got married.
In Canada.
I came back home to get married because I was able to work, save, and use that to get married. But if I were in Ghana, there was no job in the first place, or
Mm,
nothing was going to happen. So,
mm,
in terms of comparing life here, in all honesty, I'll tell everybody here from the bottom of my heart, I don't enjoy the social life in Canada. But because of how good the economy is, with the child benefit for your children, and if you are done school, you get the job you are due. When you apply to a job, you get a fair treatment. Let me tell you, the day I knew Ghana wasn't meant for me anymore, I heard Ministry of Information was hiring. So my friends and I had a few friends, we printed our resume. We went to the Ministry of Information. There was a woman at the reception. I gave the woman my resume and I watched her closely. She she looked like she was going to give the resume to, the boss or something. The moment she made a curve, there was a dustbin, garbage bin there. She dropped my resume in that garbage bin.
Jesus.
And that was the day I knew I had nothing to do back home because there was, let me tell you, maybe we'll get into that, but when I was done with school here, guess the first job I got? The first job I got after school in Canada was with the federal government of Canada, Statistics Canada. I wasn't even a permanent resident by then. I still held my study permit, but God made a way
Mm,
because I had the qualifications, I had what it takes. And they are looking for people with the experience and the expertise to do the job. It's not about how rich, it's not about social status. And when I finished with my third master's, so yeah, I did 3 masters. When I finished with the third one, I wanted to come back home. That was just 2021 because I realized, I remember in class, so my third master's was in international affairs and I specialized in international development policy. One of my professors, he was former High Commissioner of Canada in Ghana. He gave me a presentation, and after the presentation, the man was like, King George, I can't wait to see how you go and help your country, Ghana.
mm,
So that thing got into me because the man saw something in me. So when
mhm.
I was done with my program, I talked to my wife that, Ajua, you know what, this might be difficult for you to take, but I feel like going back to Ghana to work. And I wanted to go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs because I felt I had enough to help the
Mm,
country.
mm.
Bro, I tried reaching out to a few people for even the application form. And people told me straight away, if you don't know anybody in that ministry, forget about it, don't come. Meanwhile, I was working for the federal government of Canada as a foreigner. So that was when I knew, bro. So in terms of the economy, how things work, systems, in terms of institutions, I prefer to live in Canada. But if it comes to culture, social life, even religion and other things, then I think I will choose Ghana over any place you ever show me.
This is amazing. To the extent that your resume was dumped in the garbage. Jesus Christ.
So you'll be home for 20 years, nobody's gonna call you for an interview. It's
Hey,
not gonna happen. Because when I went, she was using the typewriter, and maybe you are coming with a computer.
you see?
So there is no way that person is gonna make sure you come into that organization. No, people are just scared of their position because people don't want to up their game, and that is why we are where we are.
That's where we are. That is why we are where we are. Please, let's send a live to 5K. Please, we have 86 people now. Let's send a live to 1K. Let's go 5K, 5K. Just tap on the screen, tap on the screen for us. If you have the gift, you can just be throwing it, tap on the screen. Let's go to 5K before we continue. Now we are zooming into the deal, the real deal. Now we know who we've spoken to, we know who he is. Now we are about to zoom into the real deal. Please, let's go to 5K before we continue. 5K, 5K. Just tap on the screen. Yours just be tapping on the screen. That's all I want from you. Just keep on tapping on the screen for me. We have only 2 shares. No, this is not good. Cooks Nyako, thank you very much for the roses. Cooks Nyako, thank you so much. Thank you. We have only 2 shares. No, just we have 80 people here. Why don't you share the live to everybody? Why don't you share the live to everybody? So please, let's go 3.3. Let's go to 5K before we move on to the real deal. The reason why we are here today. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. 3.4, 3.5. Let's go 5K before we move on. 5K, 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 5K. If you are here, just share the live to your friend, share it to your sister, share it to your brother. Now we've been inspired this afternoon. We've been inspired. This is indeed an inspiration. This is an inspiration for somebody who had no idea as to what to do, where the next meal is coming from, and God being so good lifted him from where he was to now a permanent resident in Canada. Wow, 4.4, 4.5. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. 4.6, 4.6, 4.6. Let's go. 4.7, 4.7, 4.7, 4.8, 4.8, 4.8, 4.9, and then 5. Okay, now we've hit 5. All right. So, boss, somebody will ask, I'm a JHS leaver. I want to relocate to Canada, either as a student, that is JHS in Ghana. I don't know if Canada does the same system as the US. US, the JHS is the elementary.
Yeah,
And,
that's the
okay,
same
and
thing.
then the JHS is the middle school.
Yes, middle
I don't
school and
know
then
if
high school.
somebody said, let's take it step by step, one by one. Somebody said JHS leaver. He or she want to come to Canada as a student, or no, let's do as a student first before we do as a worker. Is it possible?
No. If you want to come as a student with
So that
JHS,
everybody will hear it.
yes,
JHS.
if you want to come as a student from JHS, unless maybe you have a family like a relative here who is bringing you on, but to apply to a high school here, there's no need unless some schools do exchange programs. Maybe they have collaborations with other institutions from Ghana, but it's rare to nothing. Yeah.
All right. So if you are a JHS student, you want to go to Canada to further your education, I'm sorry. As I said, unless you have a relative over there and they are going to bring you to Canada, then you go and continue. For that, I'm sorry. Okay, let's
Because
move on.
this is
Okay.
because, like when those schools we don't pay tuition fees, right? So they don't do like international admissions and all those. Like they don't do those things. Yeah.
Ekuya say yes, it is possible. No, he's not saying that it is not outright impossible. All he's saying that unless you have a relative who are bringing you to Canada, then you can come and then further your education. But you see, you don't know anybody in Canada. I want to apply to a middle school to attend. That is what you were talking about. That's it. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to what about work?
JHS, no, don't come.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to senior high school, which is what we call the in Ghana we call it the high school.
Yes.
So what about somebody has an SHS certificate from any of the senior high schools? He went to school, he's done so well. He wanted to come and do his degree in Canada. Is it possible?
Highly possible. Highly.
That is
Highly.
good. So somebody's watching. How is the person going to start the program or the application with? Or what is the person supposed to do?
So usually, if you're coming from the SHS, we have, like you rightly said, the bachelor's degree. It's just like Ghana's bachelor's degree, 4 years that you want to come and do. You need, certain grade requirement. Now I don't know the Ghana system very well, but maybe between A and D, it
Ghana,
shouldn't.
let me not cut you. For Ghana, we have the WASI has A1, B2, B3. Then we have C4, C5, C6. Then we have D7 and then E8.
Okay,
So
so it shouldn't be below the C6,
C6, okay,
like thereabout, right? So you make your application online. All applications are done online.
okay.
So usually I tell people, if you are not using an agency, so you can do it on your own or you can do it with an agency.
Okay.
So if you're not
We will come to your consult very soon. So yeah.
Right. If you're not using an agency, you just go online. I tell people the best way is just type in Google universities in Canada. It will give you the list of every single university in this country. Then it's up to you as the applicant to look for universities considering maybe tuition, program you want to do. You take all those things into consideration. Then you make your choice and application is done online. Application is done online. So you can just do it. The only reason, I will say this before I go on, the only reason I don't usually advise people to come here for bachelor's degree is that the tuition fee is ridiculously expensive
I don't understand it.
for international students. The minimum tuition fee you can get in Canada for undergraduate studies is going to be approximately 11 or 12,000 Canadian dollars every semester.
Not a year.
No, semester. Every semester.
Wow.
Every semester.
And somebody like this, when he or she comes, does he has the chance to work?
Yes. So when you get a study permit, to Canada, your study permit is like a double-edged sword. You are eligible to work depending, so a few things. Make sure the school you are coming is called a DLI. DLI simply means designated learning institution.
Okay.
Okay. The school you get, make sure it is a designated learning institution. And also make sure that the program you are going to do is eligible for what we call post-graduation work permit. Post-graduation work permit. Now, if you check these two marks, what that means is that your study permit allows you to work 20 hours during school session. So 20 hours a week during the school session. But during the summer, when you are not taking any courses, you can work full time. And the 20 hours is for usually jobs outside campus. But if you are working on campus, you can work more than 20 hours.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So if you are an SHS student, you want to migrate to Canada to come and then study, it is very, very possible. But just that the tuition fee is very, very ridiculously high. Very, very, very ridiculously high. And this, is it possible that I can work to pay that 11,000 every semester? That's when I come to Canada. Is it possible without any help coming from anywhere?
I usually shy away from the word possibility, because it's a bit relative. But I'll say, even if it is possible, it is like 1%.
That's what I
Because
said, because 11,000 is no joke.
exactly, and the job you're going to do, maybe it's a part-time job. So
Okay.
maybe even for an entire year, you might not make 11,000, right? And remember, it's not just about tuition fee. Your accommodation is there.
Wow.
Your feeding is there, right? God being so good, your health insurance will be covered, so you are good, right? But for your feeding and accommodation, you should be in a position to take care of that. So if I have a lot of people in my faculty, international students, it's tough if you are doing a bachelor's degree. It's very tough. And the sad part is that now, because you are doing bachelor studies and maybe there's no money and you want to work a lot, people spend too much time working and then they end up trailing their courses. Now, when you trail your course, what is happening is that you have to still use that same money to come and register for the trailed courses.
And pay again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ouch.
So I tell people you need a very good balance if you're studying. Okay. You need a very, but if you want to tell me you want to come and work and pay your tuition fee, especially as an undergraduate student, then you are in to fail. You are in to
All
fail.
right. So Equia says no, then you are in to fail. Yes. She said no, and then you are in to fail. So if you are SHS students, that is what they are talking about. Now, what if somebody is a diploma teacher? He has a diploma in education. He's not going to university yet. He has a diploma, 3-year diploma in education. He or she also wants to come to Canada to come and further his or her education. Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible, provided your diploma was done in 3 years. If you have a 3-year diploma, you qualify for two options. The first option is either to come and do the undergraduate we spoke about, and then the second option is called graduate certificate. Other schools call it postgraduate certificate. Others might also call it postgraduate diploma. Any of these three things. Now, the graduate certificate, it's more like a middle way between a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Okay, and it is more professional oriented. So at the graduate certificate level, you can get programs like project management, maybe human resources management, cyber security, early childhood education, a
That's a
lot of
good course. I love the cyber security. That's a good course.
programs. So it is possible. But then again, we come back to the tuition. Now, the tuition for the graduate certificate, depending on your location, usually most of those schools are found in Ontario. There are others in Western Canada as well. But one of the schools that I know has a low tuition fee when it comes to graduate certificate is called New Brunswick Community College, NBCC. But with that, they have a cap. Currently, if you are from Ghana, you cannot apply because they've already exceeded the number of applicants they want from Ghana. So your next thing will be 2025. And I think the very day they opened the application, it got failed for Ghanaians because they have the lowest tuition fee. And I'm saying lowest, but it's around 4,000 to 5,000 Canadian dollars a semester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the other ones, you'll be paying possibly between 8,000 and 11,000 Canadian dollars.
Times two.
Exactly. So give yourself like 22,000 for a 1-year program. So yes, with your diploma, HND, teacher certificate, nursing certificate, once it's a 3-year diploma, you are eligible for this route as well.
Wow. So that is it. So as you can see, I'm moving on step by step so that you see people come here, you give all the information out. When they come and ask you, please, I'm a JHS, can I also apply? Meanwhile, so that is why I started from that level as we are moving up. So we've done JHS, it's a no. We've done SHS, it is possible. The tuition fee is very ridiculously high. Now we've done diploma. If you're a teacher, you are a nurse, you have diploma, either in education or in nursing, you can also apply. He mentioned a very popular school that has a very low tuition, that is NBCC. And that school, even though it is low, ridiculous, this year is out. So unless next year before you can apply. Now, let's come to the real deal where everybody, I mean, what's the name of this course? We call something soil profile. Soil profile is the sectional view through the soil. So we have horizon A, horizon B, C, and D. Now we've done A, B. Now let's go to C. So the C is where most of us find ourselves, the graduates, 4-year bachelors in whatever. Now, what are the chances for that particular person to, if you have bachelor's education or bachelor's degree in any field, what are the chances for that particular person to?
Yeah, so if you hold a bachelor's degree, you have two major options.
Hold on for me. Please, I've seen some of the questions you are asking. As the interview is going, I cannot interrupt and ask the question. So I'll get time and read all your questions, and then he will answer all of them. So if we can, let's hold on with the question for now. Let's get the education first. Be writing. I hope you are all writing whatever he's saying. This is giving it for free. He's not taking anything from anybody. One thing I've realized about we Ghanaians or Africans is that we don't want things that are free. When somebody gives you something that is free, you think it's cheap. Oh, but when somebody is asking you to go and pay, then you hardly go and pay. These are the information that you need. So have your pen, your paper, your pencils. Be jotting everything down. Be jotting everything that we are learning or we are chatting on down, so that when you go out, you find where you belong. Then you start whatever you're supposed to do. So please, let's hold on with the question. Just click on the page, like on the page, be power tapping, but just be sharing the page. Now we have 13 shares. That is beautiful. 13 shares. After the next question, we'll go to 10K before we start again. So that is it. Yes, somebody says, Manuel says, yes, you are. It is true. Manuel, it is true. When you are giving them information and they are not paying for it, they don't value it. But when somebody is out there trying to give them the information for them to pay, that is where they'll go and pay. Ekuya says, yes, University of Virginia, you will pay $500 before you arrive. Hey, all right, so now the person can apply. What do I need? What do I need before I start my application?
So if you are a bachelor's degree holder, you have two routes. You can come and do a master's degree, or you can also do that graduate certificate I spoke about for those with HND and the other 3-year diploma. So you are eligible for those two programs. Now, with your bachelor's degree, if you want to do a master's, on the average, you need a minimum, a second class upper. So if you are doing a CGPA, you are looking at 3.0 upwards. However, if you have a stronger second class lower, maybe 2.8, 2.9, and then you write a GRE plus a very strong statement of intent, some departments can consider your application. Okay.
Let's take it again. Very, very important point you have here.
Yeah.
You said for you to apply, you must have at least second class upper.
Yes.
But if you have a strong second class lower,
Exactly.
GPA of either 2.8 or 2.9,
thereabout.
okay,
Sometimes even 2.7, sometimes on rare occasions. But with that, you have to show, Canadian schools, they have, some schools have this. Some of the schools will only consider your last 2 years. So maybe you're level 300 and you're level 400. So maybe your overall CGPA is maybe 2.7. But when you look at your level 300 and 400, maybe you have like a 3.0 GPA. They could consider you, because they know students go through a lot when they are in school, right? So sometimes even some schools, I know, they will say, are there any special circumstances you think we should consider, not just looking at your GPA? So you have to write a good statement that, hey, maybe when I was going to school, I faced this, I faced that, and these things actually, worried or disturbed my academic progress. But I am a very good student. How do I prove that I'm a very good student? I have written GRE, which is the graduate record examination, and my GRE scores are high.
not
right?
Ghana Revenue Authority.
So I've written my GRE, all right, my GRE, and then this is what it is. So minimum second class upper, that is the general requirement.
Okay.
They will say B plus, right? So second class upper, or some will say maybe an average of 70, all right? So that, and then, like I said, you need your transcripts, your certificate, and then you need to write a statement of purpose. However, if you are doing a research-based master's, most schools will tell you that it is recommended, some require, but others will say it is recommended that you reach out to a potential supervisor, a professor, because you're going to do a thesis. Reach out to a professor who whose area of interest is aligned to yours before you even make the application. Now, that is crucial. If a professor agrees to supervise you, two things are assured. Your chances of securing admission is very high. And two, your chances of securing funding or scholarship is also high.
Wow.
But for most programs, it's not a requirement that you get a supervisor to approve you. But if you can go that extra mile to get someone, so I can give a typical example. Right now, I want to do my PhD. I've not started yet, right? But I reached out to a potential supervisor, and the man is just crazy about me. And right now, he's helping me in every step of the way to be able to even write my proposal, right? So it's not a requirement, but some programs it is required. It will be stated. Have you contacted a supervisor? What is the person's name? What was the response? So sometimes you even need a letter from that supervisor. But if it is a course-based program, course-based, no thesis attached, then you don't need to contact a supervisor. You just need your transcript, your certificate, and then your resume, and also your statement of purpose or statement of intent. These are the four major documents you need for your application.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, quick recap: if you are a bachelor's degree holder, there are two routes you can go. The first route is doing your master's degree, or the second route, the one he spoke out earlier on, using your HND or your diploma route. That one is also there, and he said you must get at least, or you must have at least a class that is second class upper, or if it is lower, it will be either a GPA of either 2.9, 2.8, or sometimes maybe 2.7. They will also take you. Then you should be able to prove that you are be able to write your statement of intent, or you have a GRE also there telling them that no, you'll be able to do this, do that, do that. Why? You see, I've written everything down. Me and me interview, I'm writing it down. So what about you listening to us? You must also write all these things down so that when you finish, you don't come and ask questions that we've already spoken about. You see, so that is it. Then also you need your transcript. And then number two, you need your certificate and then your statement of purpose. And he also said that we have two, either the research-based masters or the one that has no research base. With the research base, if it's possible, get a supervisor, which will enhance one, your chances of admission, and then two, your chance of getting even a scholarship. And he also said that if it's not research based, then you don't need to get a supervisor to help you. And that is what we spoke about. Check with the time now. It is some 15 more minutes to 5 here in the United States of America. The sun is very, very high now. Yes. And then my brother, my friend, is also chilling in his Canadian room. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So wherever you are, let's go to 10K now. Let's go to 10K. Now let's tap on the screen. Let's tap on the screen. Let's go to 10K. We have 16 shares. You can share more. Let's go to 10K. 10K. Just tap on the screen. Yours is tap on the screen. Yours is just tap on the screen. Let's go to 10K. 10K. And I'm going to ask some of the important questions to over for you. And then I'll invite you to come and also join us on the live. So let's go to 10K. Just tap on the screen. Keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Tap on the screen for me. 6.7. Let's go. Let's go. We can go. We can go, guys. Let's go. You're also throwing in your gift. You're also throwing. Somebody told me that. Wow, what you guys see the gift with the idiot. Hey, now what's that? Hey, Mumunyo. Somebody said that it's you are in US, you are looking for gifts. Gift with the idiot. Hey, now what's that? A pokra shotogum. One man can say more. A pokra shotogum. One guy and you're fine. And you're fine. Everything we are doing for you guys is just free. We are just doing it free. Nobody's taking any money from anybody. So that is it. Now, so 7.2, let's go to 10 before we start the next important question. I'm going to ask him very, very, very important questions for me. So please, let's go 7.3, let's go. Just tap on the screen. Just be tap on the screen. That is all you are doing for me. Tap on the screen, you share the live. Tap on the screen, you share the live. That is all I want from you. So tap on the screen, share the live. Tap on the screen, share the live for me. Tap on the screen, tap, 7.4. Let's go 7.5. We can go. We are not hitting 10 and we are not starting, please. We are going to 10 straight away. 10K before we move on. 10K before we move on. All right. So I'll pick some people to fill the boxes over here. So get ready for you to ask your questions. When you come, just go straight to the point and you ask your question so that you afford others the chance to be able to ask their question. It's very important. Don't come and one, no. Just go straight to the point and ask your question. 7.9, oh, 8. Let's go, guys. Let's go. We can do this. Just tap on the screen for me. 8.1, let's go. Until we hit 10, we are not going. We've shared so many vital information. We began from the JHS, we move on to the SHS, we got to diploma and HND, and then we got to the bachelor's degree. And we've spoken about that. Is the last thing we spoke about. 8.4. Now I'm going to ask some very, very, very important questions. 8.4. Why is stagnant? Okay, 5. Okay, we can 8.5. It's okay. Let's start with this one, and then maybe we'll come and continue later on. Okay, now when it comes to visa acquisition, must I get the admission first before I apply for the visa, or I'll go and apply for my visa first before I get admission? Which is which?
So this is how I'll answer it. Now in Canada, so definitely you need admission first. Okay. So in Canada, we have two things when you are traveling. We have the visa, which is only a traveling document. You use it to travel, nothing more, nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. The visa is for just traveling, moving in and out of the country, if it is a multiple entry. But the visa doesn't allow you to study in Canada. So when you are entering Canada at the port of entry, the immigration officer will issue you a study permit, which is different from the visa. So when you are applying to come to Canada as a student, you don't apply for a visa. You apply for a study permit. So you see study permit outside Canada. That's the option you will choose. All right. Don't choose visa. When you choose visa, it's for tourists.
Let's come again. If you are applying as a student,
you already have your admission letter.
Okay.
When you're making the application, don't choose application for visa, but you choose application for a study permit. Study permit. Okay. So because you are in the home country, when they approve your study permit in principle, they will issue you a visa which will help you to travel.
Wow.
And then when you get to the port of entry, which is the airport, or if you are driving at the port of entry, then you are issued your study permit before you exit the airport.
This. It's so many because the US route is very different, and this one is very different. So, okay, if I understood what you just said, if I'm applying, I should apply for the study permit.
Exactly.
That's what you said. Yes. Not necessarily the visa. You said the visa is only for tourists. Exactly. But can I come to Canada without a visa?
No, you can't. So, like I said, when you apply for the study permit, they will issue you a visa.
Okay.
So the study permit is a universal set, and then the visa becomes a subset of the study permit. So technically, once you are approved for the study permit, you will need a visa to travel to Canada. So they will give you the visa to come. But when you come to Canada, and assuming you don't take your study permit from the port of entry and you just enter, you cannot study.
That's beautiful. This is beautiful.
You cannot study.
Beautiful. I get it now. So before I get my study permit, what do I need?
So first, you need your admission or your offer letter. And then where people struggle a lot is a bank statement. Now, the bank statement, it could either be your personal bank statement if you've been working, or a sponsor, maybe a father, a mother, an uncle, okay? Keep it in that close relationship, or maybe an employer sponsoring you. Okay, they have to issue you the bank statement, and usually this is what the immigration officer is looking for. Now, if you are coming to study, they are looking for at least a 1-year tuition fee. So let's say your tuition fee for the whole year is going to be 20,000 Canadian dollars. So your bank statement should contain that 20,000 Canadian dollars. And then if you are an individual, if you're coming on your own, the immigration is estimating your 1-year expenses at maybe 15,000 Canadian dollars. So all in all, your bank statement should be showing nothing less than 35,000 Canadian dollars.
Not Ghana cedis.
No, please. No, please. 35. This is just an example I'm giving.
No, I understand. I understand.
35,000 Canadian dollars. And then one thing that is crucial that most people are missing is that people just go and borrow money from people and then they just deposit it in the account.
Thank you.
Now, the moment they see a lump sum or a chunk deposit,
You are in trouble.
they will say no.
So it means that as you have the intent, that's building the account. Building the account.
They want to see the flow of money.
Okay.
The flow of money. And you know, they are very smart. And let me tell you a secret. Some of them actually contact the banks. They contact the banks. So if you are forging anything, a friend of mine recently got himself into trouble. So I like sharing these things. Now that guy got admission into a master's program, all right, but he tried faking. He was using somebody's bank statement. The name and everything is all right, but they tried manipulating the numbers at the local branch of the bank. But because they manipulated just the numbers and not the entire thing, it had not reflected at the headquarters of the bank. And the immigration people called the bank and they realized the discrepancies. So now the guy has been given the chance to write a letter explaining why he did that. If not, he's going to be banned from entering Canada for 5 years. Remember, if Canada bans you, the likelihood of the US banning you is high. If you are in the blacklist of Canada. So you have to make sure your account is legit. And like I said, it's not about you meeting the money, 35,000, boom. No, but they want to see the flow of money and they want to see the source. So I tell my students, if you are transferring money from your savings account to your current account, make sure that under where the bank says details, you show the source of money that, hey, this is a transfer from my personal savings into, so write the details. Don't just make transfers here and there. So if somebody is sending you money and it is a gift, tell the friend, hey, please show that just at the details, write a gift. They want to see where the money is coming from. It's something they look at, that if you don't have like this experience, you might just think you have the money. A lot of people have more than what immigration is looking for.
More than that.
Immigration is looking for 35, they have maybe 100,000, but they still get bounced. It's because the source of income is not known, and there are also lump sum deposits in the account, and that is problematic.
I'm not cutting you per se. It's not like Ghana that if you have money, nobody cares where you got the money from, and whatever you're doing, nobody cares. Listen, a friend of mine transferred just $100 into my account. $100 into my account. Now, you want to do a check deposit. Sorry, a check deposit. They put $50 in my account and they said they are going to investigate where the money is coming from before they release the next 50. Just $100.
Yes.
But in Ghana, somebody can just dump money in your account. Nobody will ask you where the money is coming from. Nobody cares.
No.
I understand this. So if I understood whatever you said, one, you must get your admission offer, and then two, your bank statement. Somebody asked a question. God Love says, so can your bank statement? Oh, but there's some more. It says, so can you use a bank statement of someone who is not your family member or only a brother only a brother? I don't get your question. Okay.
I get the question.
Okay.
So the person is trying to find out if you can use, if the person is not your relative, can you use the person's bank statement?
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
That's the question. Now, I don't know if an immigration officer is on this line, but
Can you
Obia Etrini.
I don't want to put your life in danger, so please.
No, it's not about me. It's about honestly, Bibi and C. But my pastor say, "Ubet me but I was set nipa chrono." Who said there are certain relationships you cannot prove.
Okay.
If I say this person is my uncle, there is no document I need to show. Say, "Oh, you're my uncle."
Okay.
So even if the person or your wadamfo mananya to say or your auntie and I say or your or uncle, there should be because friends don't sponsor friends to go to
No,
school. It doesn't
no,
happen.
no.
It's in your obey and say nipa no let no ochro no oh where me nephew and also your me niece and me I am so if you are using somebody's bank statement, whether your mother, your father, anybody, that person must write a sponsorship letter.
Okay.
So in the letter, they must state the relationship and the reason for the sponsorship. And people don't do these things, and you get denied. You get denied.
So please, he said, don't go and dump the money in the account. A friend of mine came to the US this year. I was guiding him through the teacher application, which we speak about it next week. I was guiding him through it, and I told him, listen, don't go and dump the money in your account. He didn't listen to me. He went and dumped the money in the account. They sent him an email to prove the source of the account, else they will not move on with the application. And then he now got back to me. Let me see. I told you that don't do it.
People don't
These
listen to
people
advice.
don't give them the chance to ask you leading questions. Don't do it. Okay, now what are you going to now prove? What are you going to do? I have to SMS channel and say, go and do this, and sana. So please, you listen to whatever he is saying. All he is saying is very simple. Don't go and dump the money all in the account. You will be in trouble. You will not even get you'll be bounced. Secondly, if somebody is also sponsoring you, the person should write a letter. I so and so have decided to pay the tuition fee of so and so. Aha. So you add a letter to that particular thing. It's very, very important. So, and then the last one is the source of the funds. So he has mentioned three things. So one, admission offer, two, bank statement, and then three, the source of fund. Is that all the person needs?
And then definitely like your passport. Yeah, you need a passport for sure.
You know, some people are here, they don't have passport, but they are here.
I know.
I wonder what they are doing here.
And others also think that having a passport is a guarantee that you travel
No,
because
no, no, no.
I get a lot of people coming to my life. Please, I have my passport ready. How can I travel? No, like you don't travel with the passport.
Hey, are some people fighting here? He says, go and project your dialect to. Hey, what is
No, it's
happening?
not necessary, guys. Please watch your language. Watch your language. I think the question the person said is a legitimate thing.
Oh,
Like,
Manette says, I hope this platform is not for Ghanaians only. Oh,
yeah,
no, no, no,
and
no, no.
it's a funny comment she made, so
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think it
no,
was
no,
necessary
please,
for the
please.
other person to
Manette,
react.
it's okay. Manette, please, we are just having education here. So, hey, my friend, Forrest, Alvin Forrest. Wow, wow, wow. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Charlie, how are you doing? Alvin, please, please. Manette just asked a simple question. Please, let's hold it over there, okay? We shouldn't go in on there. It's okay. She just asked a simple question
Yeah.
because all those who are here, most of them are not Ghanaians. Okay, so she just asked a simple question. My next, the reason is that something very sensitive. So I just wanted to avoid everybody, or people are watching. You might not know. Immigration officer is watching. How will you know? Oh, you see, Charlie, just exercise some patience, please. Let's be decorous and then let's kind of tolerate each other. Oh, very important. All right. So that is, and then your passport. So is that all?
Yeah. So usually the application is done online, okay? And before you do the application, there will be, we call it more like assessment questions. So you'll be answering those questions. And once you're done answering those questions, there will be a checklist.
Okay.
All the documents you need will be populated in your account. So sometimes people come, can you tell me all that I need? No, it's easy. You go online, you create your account, you answer those questions, and then the forms you need to fill, the documents you need to attach, everything will be populated. So you have a checklist online for you to
All right.
guide you.
If
Yes.
you have the website in mind, can you put it up here?
So I think you can just visit Citizenship and Immigration Canada. Citizenship and Immigration Canada. That's the website. You just go there and you will see. You can just search for apply to come to Canada. Okay, there will be something like that. And once you click on that, it will ask you to create your account. Follow all those steps. It's really self-explanatory, very user-friendly.
All right. So it says just visit Citizenship and Immigration Canada. And then you just click on apply to come to Canada, and then you just follow
Yeah.
the steps. It said it is self-explanatory. It's going to explain everything to you. So number one, you need your admission offer. Number two, you need your bank statement. The bank statement, he mentioned two things. The bank statement should be able to at least cater for your first year tuition fee. Cater for your first year tuition fee, and then at least a 1 year something on you, something little on you, expenses money on you. So he just made it run. For instance, if your tuition fee is 20,000 Canadian dollars, you can add something around 15,000. So please, you convert this money into Ghana cedi. These are not Ghana cedis. You convert this money into Ghana cedi, and then you make sure that you have that particular money in your account. But as I said, don't go and throw the money in the account. Just be building it. You know what you do. I mean, we all do. We help people. So I will tell the person, when somebody give you 5,000 Ghana cedis. Now the trick is that I usually tell them to either use they should go and put the money themselves, or when the person is transferring, to use your name, and then the source of the funds, as you said, very, very important. The source, the person should explain to you the source, where the source is coming from. It is very, very, very important. So, and then the fourth one, you must have your passport. And then when you have all those things, you visit here. My friend I was trying to pin it, but it did not show. I was trying to pin it up. CIC.ca.gov. CIC.ca .gov, and then you go and then you apply. You go and do your application over there. So far, it's been very, very insightful. We move on we started from who he is, where he used to be, live in Ghana. He's a teacher, professionally trained teacher. I mean, an elderly person of 6 family, and then he moved to Canada for the past 9 years. He's been there now, and then we asked him about opportunities. We began with JHS, SHS, diploma, that is teacher or nursing. Then we also came to the bachelor's degree holders too. Now, if a friend of mine sent me a message today, he said that she said oh, okay, I want to do my PhD there. Is it possible?
Yeah. Possible, yes. Definitely possible.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's similar to doing the master's, but PhD is more research oriented. You cannot do a PhD without research, right? So, for that, the first thing I will advise the person to do is, if the person has seen a school that he or she is interested in, make sure you go on the website of that program, look at the professors, read their profiles, see who is working in. Sorry, can you hear me?
It's okay, I can hear you very well. Let's go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you very well. Let's go.
Yeah. So, see who is working in your field, and then you reach out to that person with your research proposal that, hey, hello, professor, I am this and this and that. I have this background, and this is my research interest. I see that it's really in line with your area of study, and I'll be very happy if you are willing to work with me. If you get approval from that person, then you can go ahead and make your application online. Some will say you don't need that, but if you want to do a PhD, I highly recommend that you reach out to a professor before.
All right. Rizal, yes. We'll start putting people on for them to come and ask their questions. So just be on standby. Okay, Rizal, just be on standby. I will fill in the boxes so that those who have questions, and you said your question is very long, you cannot type it. So don't worry. Rizal, when I invite you, I'll send you an invite so that you come in and then ask your question. Now, some people I've been seeing for the US, they do home ties and assets. Do Canada also do that?
Sometimes when they refuse people, they say those things that you don't have a strong home ties, or they say all those things.
Okay,
But
now somebody's listening. He or she doesn't know what home ties or asset is. What is it?
they are trying to see how strong you are related or connected back home. Like, technically, when you travel to Canada, is there a reason that could? So, let me tell you this.
See,
Let me,
see.
the Canadian government knows that when international students come here,
You're not going
there's
back.
no way they are going back. That's an open secret. Because why? we will go to that because when you come here, there's a straightforward path for you to become a citizen, right? So they've made things, they've put in place plans and policies that when you follow judiciously, you should become a citizen. So they know. However, they will just, and let me say, now the refusal letter they send to people is generic. Those things are typed down. My own sister, she came last December. They refused her twice. So before I did the third application, so those of you who don't know, now if you got a refusal, don't rush to reapply. The reasons they gave you are all generic, they're already typed. If you have a friend or anybody in Canada who is either a permanent resident or a citizen, that person can apply on your behalf for something we call GMSC notes. Now, the GMSC or GMCS, I've forgotten, notes will give you the exact reasons for the denial.
Okay.
So for my sister like this, the first one, I didn't apply for anything. I applied again, second one, they bounced there. And then I applied for the GMSC notes. And then was there I realized that in as much as she had mentioned in her application that she had a brother who was a permanent resident of Canada, I did not attach any of my documents to her application.
Oh, okay.
And number two, I was using my mother-in-law's bank statement, and it was her investment bank statement. So, which means it was just a chunk deposit
You don't
without.
like it. You don't like the investment. Yeah.
Exactly. So, when I realized that, the third application I was making, I added my permanent resident card, I added my employment letter, and then I added, I think, my mother-in-law's. I put it in, boom,
Wow.
it went through.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So these are things you should know, but it's not easy to know unless you get to the right people.
That is why we are all here to educate everybody. Now, I don't know if you can see the notes I've made. My paper is full. Me, I'm here interviewing. My paper is full. I don't know about you also watching. I know you've also done your bit, and it's amazing. We've learned up. I didn't know much about when I put it up. People ask me, but you are not in Canada, so why? Listen, no. Did you read? Did you see what is up there? Yeah, if you have any question, you come and ask us. That is very beautiful. That is very, very. Now, if I get all this, can I come to Canada with my family? My wife,
Yes,
my husband, if I have children, if I have a child, can I come with them?
yes. Now, the yes is emphatic because we've already talked about the fact that you should make sure that your program is, your school is a DLI, and then your program is eligible for post-graduation work permit, right? So now, once these two things have been satisfied, when you come to Canada as a primary applicant, a student, there is something called spousal or dependent permit. So you apply for your spouse. What you apply for your spouse is an open work permit. So the Canadian government knows that you are in school, so you need to concentrate on schooling. So they will give your spouse a work permit with the aim of your spouse coming to work and support your education.
Wow. Wow.
And if if you have dependents, so as I speak to you, there's one student in my faculty, her husband and two kids came about 2 weeks ago, right? This, you don't need anybody to apply for you. It's online. You just go there, you click on open work permit. They will ask you a few questions to see whether you fall in any of the categories. So if you see, it hurts me because when I came here, I didn't have access to this information.
Oh.
If you when I got married, instead of my wife coming as a spouse, I had to get her a school and pay tuition fee again. So my wife came as a student, and both of
Information.
and that is why I've dedicated myself to educate people that hey, guys, it's not always if I give you money, it's good, but if I give you information, it's more than any amount of money I can ever give you. Because if my wife had come like that, her school fees alone, the tuition fee was, I think for 1 year program was 15,000 Canadian dollars. I could have done, though I didn't pay for it. The parents paid, but it was still money, right? So yes, there's the spousal thing. Once you are a student here, especially a graduate student, or your school, your studies satisfy those two things we spoke about, a DLI and then a post graduation work permit, you apply for your spouse. And what you apply for, guys, get it? It's called open work permit. Open work permit. So they will give the validity of your spouse's open work permit will be the same as your study permit.
Oh, okay.
They will give it to the same limit. And yes, let me say this, please. If you are here and you're about applying, if your passport doesn't have more than 2 years, please do a new passport before you apply. Because we'll never give you a study permit or a visa beyond the validity of your passport.
Passport.
So I had some students come recently. The program is a 1 year program, and they gave the person 3 months. And the person was complaining, well, I checked the passport, and the passport is expiring in 3 months.
Oh man.
So it means you have to come here and then pay money again to extend your stay, which could have been avoided. Just do a new passport. And because they will never issue a visa or a study permit or a work permit beyond the validity of your studies or beyond the validity of your passport.
That's amazing.
So you have to have that in mind. And if you have kids, you have to add them. And then another trick, when you are applying for your spouse, the spousal thing, in the immigration portal where you have to upload your document, there will be no spot for bank statement. So technically they don't require bank statement. However, add bank statement to it.
Wow.
There will be no spot for you to upload bank statement, but there's a spot for you to upload like a letter showing you are inviting your husband. That spot, make sure you include your husband's bank statement or your wife's bank statement, because they still want to see a certain. So let's say if it's just your husband, they want to see maybe at least 13,000 Canadian dollars in the account. If you have children, if it is one child, so they will be looking at maybe 16. If you have two, it keeps increasing like that. They just want to see it.
Okay.
So in as much as you will not see it's a requirement, I am just throwing it out there. Make sure you include a legitimate bank statement.
All right, that is beautiful. What's an information we've consumed today? Wow. Now on that bit too, some people say that either you or your spouse could become a permanent resident. Is it true?
Okay, so
Because that is what I heard. That
there's a route. That's what I'm saying. The Canadian government has plans in place for all international students. So initially, that's why I said make sure your program is eligible for post-graduation work permit. Now, once you are done with school, if your program was 2 years or more, you will get at least 3 years work permit after school. If your program was 1 year, you will get 8 months work permit after school. Now, the idea is that once you get that work permit, you will start working to gain Canadian experience.
yeah.
So once you get 1 year Canadian experience, then you apply for permanent residence.
Wow.
Now, if you are back home in your home country, you can still apply for permanent residence. So the permanent resident, we call it express entry. That is the immigration policy. We call it express entry. Now, in the express entry, we have what we call the skilled worker class. Skilled worker class. Then we have the skilled trades class. And then we have the Canadian experience. Now, the Canadian experience class, the advantage is that because you're already in Canada, when you're applying for the proof of income, you don't have to show money in your account. You can just show your employment letter that states how much you're earning a year. And then you upload it. You don't need to go and borrow money or show in. I went through the Canadian experience, so I'm talking out of experience. And I've helped a lot of people through the Canadian experience.
It's amazing.
So you don't need to show bank statement. You just need an employment letter, or even sometimes your pay stub, just your pay stub. Or if you have filed taxes in Canada the previous year, you can just use the taxes you filed, that document, to upload in place of financial statement. So that is why I encourage the Canadian experience. So they give you the graduation work permit, and then you work in Canada for 1 year. Right after the 1 year, you write your English test. That one, you cannot dodge it. You have to write the English test. You write the English test, then you get into the pool. Now, because you have at least 1 year Canadian experience in certain job categories, okay, not just every job, certain job categories, then you are eligible to apply for permanent residence. And
What are the information?
bro,
Wow.
applying for permanent residence, if you put the application and the right of permanent residence together, you will not spend up to 2,000 Canadian dollars. However, if you go for a lawyer, you might be paying 10,000, you might be paying 20,000. People charge a lot of money, but it's something you can do on your own.
It's amazing.
And it's straightforward. Once your schooling was legit, everything was legit, you don't have to be afraid of anything. You just submit your application. So I use myself as an experience. When I came, like I said, I didn't get all this information. So when I finished my second master's and I was doing my third master's, I applied for the permanent residence. Even though I was in school, even though when you are in school, you can still apply if you meet the eligibility. And if you apply and you got what we call invitation to apply, you begin paying domestic fees instead of international student fees. Yes, all these things are there. But the problem was that because I didn't have information, I used the work experience I got while I was studying. So in as much as they invited me to apply, I did all the application, they refused me the permanent residence. I have to say this, I have to be honest. Because all the work you did under a study permit doesn't count as work experience for them.
Hey,
But I didn't
it's
know.
after the graduation.
Exactly. But I didn't know. Right? So I lost about $1,000 there because it was for me and my wife. So I lost about 1,000 Canadian dollars right there. And so because of some of these experience, I always tell people, guys, when we talk, it's not because we want to show off.
No.
Because I think when I did my video, people came insulting me. Oh, you are a failure. You couldn't make it in Africa. That's why you are bringing people into slavery. A lot of bad things. You know what? Life is full of choices. You choose to be where you are.
Thank
All
you.
I'm doing is to give people information. And now I'm not holding a knife at the throat of anybody to take whatever I'm saying. Right? So yes, there's a route to permanent residence. There's a route, but when you come as a student, I tell people I am an academic advisor in the Faculty of French, University of Regina, right? So I advise students, and I tell them, especially international students, working is good, but make sure you are graduating.
The reason why you came. The reason why you came.
It's not the work that is going to give you a permanent stay in Canada. It is your studies, the completion of your studies, that is going to give you a better. So don't trade that bright future for this temporary $1,000 you are getting a month. Because when you are done school and you become a permanent resident, you could be earning up to maybe $15,000 a month. But when we come and we start seeing maybe 1,000, 2,000 a month, we think we have arrived. So when you tell them, people don't listen. But I want to tell people, I am a proud Christian. I am a believer of Christ with no apologies.
No apology.
No apologies. So whatever I say, God has shown me mercy. So information is something I'll never withhold. Like I said, all these things, you can choose a very legitimate agency. They can help you, or you can do it yourself. I am an educational consultant. Last year, I brought 10 students to Canada. This year already, 2 of my students are here. I do that, and I have to charge for the services because it's time consuming. I have to do research, but you can do it on your own. What I'm sharing with you doesn't mean you should never use an agency.
Somebody, I'm not cutting you. Campus says that the speaker is very experienced. He really has everything. Where did he get all this information from? Wow. Now, so maybe you fall in love with KGA and you want him to help you. Now, he has a concert. As I said, 10 people came through him last year, and then 2 people are already in. KGA, what is your concert all about?
KGA Education Consult, that's how I call it. It's a registered business in Ghana. It is also registered in Canada. So it's very legitimate. I operate under legitimate conditions. We have one of the most affordable fees you can ever get. It's funny enough. Some people came to me, and when I mentioned the fee, they didn't come back again. And then later on, I heard they told other friends that he's charging too low, so I don't think he's gonna give us any good thing.
Oh,
And then I had a friend, my own friend. We were friends in UCC. She used a consult, and the consult, the same thing I do, the consult charged her 7,500 Canadian dollars. So when she came and I told her how much I was charging, she got mad. So this is what we do. We have a screening form. So when you send us an email, we send you back to our website to fill the screening form. The screening form is about your basic personal information, date, your age, date of birth, and then your current, your most recent education with your GPA, and then your intended program of study and all that. Why do we need that? We get about 1,000 people or hundreds of people messaging us every day. If we don't screen people out, we end up talking to everybody and you get nobody.
that is true. It's true.
So we screen people if we realize. So I tell people, because we are charging you for the services, we want to make sure we are convinced of what we are doing. So if we realize that your GPA or is not good or your education is too old and we cannot offer you that thing, we will tell you straight up that you don't meet our requirements. That doesn't mean you are not qualified to come to Canada. You can apply on your own. But what we are saying is that we are not too sure we can get to your school. And therefore, we don't want to have anything to do with your money because whatever you pay to us is not refundable. We have divided our fees into two. You pay 70% to start, and once we get admission, you pay the 30%. Now, when you get admission, we don't leave you there. I have a WhatsApp group. So I have 4 WhatsApp groups. The first one is for applicants, people who become applicants. Now, when you get admission, we move you to the visa application page. We don't apply for the visa for you, but I will educate you on the application. I will take a look at your documents, making sure everything is solid. I will guide you on every step of the way. Then once you get your visa, I move you to Welcome to Canada, where I'll teach you about border rules, how you come, how to prepare for your journey. I'll take you through all that. And then if you are fortunate, this is an added value. It's not compulsory. If you are fortunate, where you are going, if I have my students there, I arrange for airport pickup for you, and sometimes I can get you someone to host you for a week or two while you find a seat.
This is so good. This is so good.
The fourth, the fourth page, the fourth page is called KGA Network. I have all my students who have come to Canada. That is where I post job opportunities in Canada. That is where I show people maybe how to write their CVs and cover letters. It's more of an alumni thing for all my clients who have been to Canada. So I post jobs wherever I find jobs in Canada because they are all over. So I post them there. That is where when people need information on their permanent residence, post-graduation work permit, citizenship and all those things, or spousal, sponsorship, I do seminars for them on that page. So basically, this is what we do. But I tell people we don't issue admission letters, right? We don't issue visas.
I was coming to that. Yeah.
We don't issue visas. We will give you, if we realize that we cannot guarantee you between 80 and 100% of securing admission for you, we don't work with you. Recently, a lady challenged my faith. That lady came to our consult. Her GPA was very bad, 2.4. I had never worked with a 2.4. So I spoke to her and I'm like, you know what? Because she was recommended to me by my father-in-law, I didn't want to, mess up. So I told her, you know what? The GPA is not good, but this is what I can do for you. Make your payment to us. If I don't get you admission, I'll give all your money back to you. She said, let's do it. I tried the first school, it backfired. I tried the second school, it backfired. Then I did a lot of research and I saw a program, a post-graduation work permit, DLI. It is post-graduation work permit eligible. I always pray to my God and I put in the application. Just 2 weeks ago, boom, admission. the lady is so grateful. So now I've moved her to the visa. She has paid her fees. We have started working on the visa. So I'll be doing a seminar for currently as I speak with you. I think 5 of my students already got admission. So I'm going to walk them through the visa application process. So people
Let
know
me
me. I
let
am
me ask
legit.
you.
I am
So
a gospel
when
musician,
when
right?
when when somebody come to your consult, do you help with a bank statement?
No, I don't.
No, I'm just asking.
First
I'm
thing
just
we
being
don't,
sarcastic.
because I know people come there with that mentality. But we always want to make, you see, let me tell you this. There's nothing precious in this world than traveling in a more legitimate way.
Legit. That's it.
When you know that when you are here, you are not afraid of anything because you know your documents are legitimate. So for me, the peace I enjoyed in my travel, I want everyone to go through that. And that is why, like I told you, last year, 10 students, 10 good students came to Canada through our consult. And this year, 2 are here. The rest are still waiting for. There was one lady like this. We even got a. We've got. We've gotten 2 scholarships. Yeah, for people, right? We do a lot of things because I'm in the system. I know what is possible. When you come, we tell you what is possible and what is not. So I don't like when people come, I need a full scholarship. If you need a full scholarship to study, don't come to us, go somewhere else. And that means, let me touch on this before I go. When you're coming to Canada to study, especially at the graduate level, there are 4 major scholarships I want to talk about. 4 major scholarships. Now, the first scholarship is called Admission or Entrance Scholarship. Now, with the Admission or Entrance Scholarship, you don't need a separate application. Once you meet a certain threshold of CGPA, the faculty or department will consider you automatically for that scholarship. And usually it is 3.5 and above out of 4. Once
Okay.
you get that threshold, it is not any magic the consultant is going to do. You just need to know which schools, right? And what is happening there. That is the work of the consultant. But I am not applying, I'm not doing any magic for you to get that scholarship. You automatically, that's why it's called admission or entrance scholarship. You don't apply for it. Second scholarship is called teaching assistantship. So what most of the faculties, when you come here, they need people to do grading, to do lab work and other things. So if you're a brilliant student, once you get into the program, you should be eligible for a teaching assistantship. Or if you are doing thesis, a researcher, one of the professors can pick you on as a research assistant. So the scholarship I spoke to you about, one was the teaching assistantship, and the other one was research assistantship. So it was both that gave me the full scholarship that I came with. All right. So once you are in the program, you should be some will do it as an admission thing, others will do it when you are in the program. And then there are internal scholarships for academic excellence. And for those ones, while you are in the program, if you keep hitting 85%, those scholarships are available. Sometimes you don't apply, sometimes you apply. So it is up to the student to research. The sad thing I've seen, especially in my role here as an academic advisor, is that always the white students are coming to me asking for scholarships, opportunities. I don't get a single black student coming.
Oh.
Because people don't even know what they are eligible for. People are not reading. So last year, even in my faculty, there was a scholarship. It's called a travel bursary. Nobody came for it. We had to return the money
All
because people don't even know it exists. Meanwhile, all the information is online. All right. And then the last scholarship I'll talk about is maybe what that's the travel bursary I just spoke about. So if you're a research student, each department has a scholarship available. If you want to go and present your paper in a conference or something, you don't have to pay for your transportation. There will be money for you that could help you. I enjoyed such a benefit when I was in Carleton. I went to another university to present my paper. I got that funding to do that. So all these things are there. You just have to read and ask. And you know what? I am an academic advisor, and all the people who come here for academic advising, they are the very people who are Canadians, who technically don't need anything. Our
Hey,
own people, when they come here, they don't value what academic advising is because it's not maybe something common back home. But, bro, my sister, if you go abroad, let the academic advisor be your friend because in my faculty, at least I know where all the scholarships are. So I will give you, I'm not going to give you the scholarship as a gift, but I'll show you, hey, go here. There's this scholarship available. There is that. There is
wow,
that.
wow,
So people are just not making good use of such resources, unfortunately.
wow. This is amazing. So he's spoken about the 4 different scholarships, and then somebody asked the name of the consult. It is KGA Consult. So when you go on website, when you go on, do you have a website for it?
Yes, we have a website. So
Okay.
www.kgaeducationconsult.com. We are
So
on
you said that.
Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. We'll be on LinkedIn and TikTok very soon. I just hired an employee who will be taking care of our marketing.
Hey, senior man, senior man. No, somebody asked that, is he a gospel musician? Yes, it means you join us late. Yes, he's a his latest song and is out, featured, what's the name? Emoji. Emoji is a very beautiful praise song. And when I was back in Ghana, I used to be the number one, how do you call it, promoter of all his beautiful songs. Yeah, the first song that came to me was Great Garden. That song has been ringing in my mind, on my mind all the time. In fact, what I've learned today is just amazing. So as I said, he does not give the chance to just anybody. You want to know those who are eligible to go through the screening, and those who I can help you get admission. I know I can help you. You will not just take anybody. Then at the end of the day, no, because his reputation is at stake. Very, very, very. Ghana for they will. What do you say?
Telling you. There was one guy like that who came to my consult. I was going to try hard for him, and I knew it was hard, but I wanted to try for him. And this guy didn't have a passport, but I needed a passport for the application. I waited for this guy, and then he came back saying, "Give me my money, I need my money." So I transferred everything to him. I'm like, technically, I wasn't supposed to because I had done the school research and everything, and I had started the application, but I wanted to just protect my name. So I just sent everything to him. So
So,
me, when you come, so when you meet the screening, I do a video call like this with you one-on-one. We talk about the process, what is feasible, what is not, your expectations, our responsibility. If you agree, then we have a contract. So once you sign that contract,
that's it.
yes.
That's it. Okay, okay, okay. And you see, they don't have patience. Sister Ikuya said they don't have patience one bit. They don't have patience one bit. All right. So now, why should somebody come to KGA? Tell me.
We operate on 3 principles: integrity, relationship, and fairness. All right. Once integrity, because a life of integrity can never be put asunder.
That's
I
beautiful.
am a preacher of the gospel. All I want to do is to see Jesus glorified. So if I don't live a life of integrity, sometimes because it's a line of business, there'll be hitches here and there, but I try to make amends with everybody. But the point is, if we cannot deliver, we don't make a promise. If we cannot deliver, we would just send you an email that, hey, you don't meet our requirement. We wish you all the best.
Beautiful.
Then you go. It doesn't mean that's the end for you. You can do it.
You can do it on your own.
Can
Yes.
even get somebody to help you. That's okay. But what we are saying is that our integrity is precious to us. So when you go to our Google, when you go on Google and you check our ratings, you see what customers are saying,
That's beautiful.
see what our clients are saying. Then fairness, in the sense that we give people equal opportunities.
Yeah.
We don't prioritize people that maybe because I know you or not. If you are my friend, you have to go through the same process.
Same process.
If you are my friend and you don't want the consult, then maybe I can guide you on the side. But once you become a member of my consult, you are in line. You have to wait for your turn. You have to wait for your turn. No discrimination. And
No.
then relationship. And that is why I have the 4th WhatsApp page called the KJ Network, where even though you just came through us, we maintain the relationship to the extent that while you are still studying in Canada, we communicate by me sending you opportunities, helping you to upgrade. But you know the sad thing, sometimes people come through you do all these things for them. Sometimes I just need students to just word of mouth, maybe a 30 seconds video.
Oh, they don't want to do it.
No. People don't want to do it. Only a few will do it. They won't even mind you. But these same people, when they need information, you are the first people they are coming to. But I just realized that it's our nature, some way, somehow, unfortunately.
That's beautiful. Well, we've spoken a lot. I know you've also learned a lot. If you want to come up, just send me a request. I have some requests pending up here. Let me try and see if I can bring some people up here to come and ask their question. Yeah, so let me see if I can bring some people here to come and ask their question. Let me see. Who is this person? Okay, so who is this person? Okay, I've brought some people up here. Yeah, Campus, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great, Sir Ishmael.
You've learned a lot, right?
I've really learned a lot, and I've never met such an experienced speaker like this on this app. That's why I was asking, where did he get all this information from? Because certain things I haven't heard them before.
Wow.
And I love the way he confidently say he's a preacher of the gospel and he wants the name of Jesus Christ to be glorified. God bless you, Mr. George.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let me go straight to my points. Okay. I would love to come to you so that you assist me in getting a school in Canada.
Okay.
I have a 3-year diploma in basic education.
Okay.
And I majored in science and mathematics.
Okay.
A first-class student of CGPA 3.76. So I would like you to assist me so that I will get prepared enough for the process.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm ready for everything.
Okay, so the best thing, like I said, bro, I don't know if you can. So this is the first thing you've done. Thank you so much for the comments, your kind words. So you just send us an email, and usually the email is simple. Hey, I'm interested in knowing about your services. And then we will send you the screening form. You just fill it for us. We have all your information. We do our screening, and then we will send you an email that, hey, you meet our requirements. Then we'll set a video call like this, one-on-one with me, and then one of my, I have 2 staff, we are 4. So my wife is actually the head of everything, and then the everything. I have two employees in Ghana. The second one is starting in November, but currently I have one who is taking care of all our administration stuff. So we will do a video call with you, and then once you understand the terms, the conditions, the cost involved, and you say, hey, I am willing to go, you sign the contract, and boom. With your diploma, it means you are only looking at, because I wouldn't recommend a bachelor's degree. We'll be looking at a postgraduate certificate. And with that, and with the GPA you have, which year did you complete?
2020.
Yes. If everything goes well, I can get you admission between 4 and 8 weeks.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
This one, it's not mingling words. I know what I'm talking about.
All right.
All right.
So
I'll be very
send us
happy.
an email, and then we take it from there.
All right. So
Can I get
the
email?
The email. Can you put the email across?
So it's kgaeducationconsult@gmail.com. kgaeducationconsult@gmail.com.
Okay, educationconsult@gmail.com. That is the email. So let's make our questions. Yes, Campus.
I'm satisfied now.
God
bless you.
All right, thank you, Campus. Thank you so much. Thank you,
People are
Campus.
not liking the video, and they are not sharing.
No, okay. So before I pick the next one. Please like the video for me. Please, let's go to 12K. Let's go to 12 or 15K. Let's go before I allow Wendy to talk. Please, let's go. Before I allow Wendy to talk, Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Wendy, are you there?
Good evening.
Good evening, Wendy. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Yourself?
I'm okay. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Mr. George. Would like to thank you for sharing. I normally follow your page and your live.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And God bless you for all the information that you share with us. It's not everyone that is willing to share any information pertaining migrating to the European countries. So myself, I am currently in the UK, fully employed, but
Okay,
I've been thinking of switching to Canada.
okay,
So I've been I just check and see options. So today I just joined this live, and we were talking of coming as a student.
mm-hmm.
So I need to ask, personally, I did not go to the A level. I
Okay,
only ordinary level from my country, which is Zimbabwe. I've got six ordinary levels, including English, Maths, and Science.
okay.
I wanted to know, do I have any chance of enrolling in any university, like starting from the bottom until I complete? Thank
Okay. So you're talking about O level, right?
you.
Okay.
Hey, one on no.
Hey,
One on no. Hey.
all right, Wendy. So
Yes,
Wendy,
sir.
I was just checking. Usually, I want to make sure I give people, if I don't know about it, I don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But I'm just reading from one of the major uh, boards that people use to apply. It's called Apply Board. And they are saying that O levels on their own won't always qualify you for entry into a Canadian college or university because they are equivalent to grade 11 in Canada, right?
Okay.
In Canada, you need grade 12, right, before you can go to the university. However, I think some Canadian programs and institutions accept applicants with O level credentials. So, what I have to do, I owe you a responsibility. I will do a homework and search for institutions that might take O level candidates. If I
Okay.
do find anything, maybe I wouldn't say DM me because right now my DM is flooded. I've not been able to go there. So maybe just send me an email so I can have your email address. So as
Okay.
soon as I find anything, I'll send it to you. But another thing I can tell you is that if you're currently in the UK, while we are waiting for this, okay, my sister, listen to me. You don't have to do this, but while you are waiting for this, try and see if you can even get a diploma or something like that there. Just an upgrade while we are waiting for a response. If you get anything, you can do it, and then eventually it can propel you to your destination. But if you don't have it, then just give me a bit of time to do that research, and as soon as I find something, I will let you know in the email.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So Wendy, just send her email. Sorry, just send him email as he said, and then he'll make sure he get back to you. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
You're welcome, Wendy. You're welcome. All right. So that's please let's send the live to 15K. Let's go to 15K, 15K, 15K. We have 148 people watching. Can we hit 15K? Just tap on the screen. You are not gifting us. You are also tap on the screen. Hey, baby, upon all the information we are giving you guys. Upon all the information we are giving you, please tap on the screen. Just tap on the screen. Just be tapping on the screen. Be gifting, be gifting, be gifting, and be tap on the screen for that's all we need from you. Let's hit 15K, 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 15K. Before we move on with the next person, let's hit 15K. Invite and I'll bring you here. Let's go to 15K, 15K. We have 12.9 now. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 15K, 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 15K. Just tap on the screen. That's all we like from you. Just tap on the screen. Just like the page. Share the page. Like the page. Share the page. 12.9. It is Okay, 14.3 now, 14.5. Let's keep going. 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 15K that we move on. 15K that we move on. 15K that we move on. 14.9. 15. Okay, 15 has come. Let me pick Flora. Is that Flora? Okay. Hello, Flora.
Hello, Sir Ishmael. Good evening.
Good evening.
By
How are you
my,
doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And you?
I'm okay. Let's hear you.
Mr. King George, good evening to you too.
Good evening,
And
Flora.
thank you very much for the enriching session. I happened to stumble on this live, and trust me, it's been very, very educative to me. And I want to say thank you very much. Well, my point is, in my case, I have an admission already,
Okay.
and I am working to, that is, fulfill the terms to secure a visa.
Okay.
But when I attended the live, I learned quite a lot of things from you, and trust me, the process is really, really that hard. Being in Cameroon with a crisis and happening to sort all that, especially with bank statement alone, it's not that easy. But I'm not getting to you because maybe I am already working with some persons who
Okay.
took me through the school, because I have of bachelor's degree in nursing. That's what I did here. So
Okay.
I now applied to study in the domain of nursing care, which would work in alignment with my studies.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I secured my admission. I had the school interview, and after that, they sent my admission letter. And they are hoping for me to go through the first installment for them to give me acceptance letter, which is what I will use for my visa.
Okay.
It's in
Right.
no hurry since I'm working towards getting the bank statement and all other things which I was told, and in addition, you've elaborated on them very much here. So I wanted to find out from you if such a person in my case could get to you maybe now, like on a personal basis, so that I could enter particularly your academy. Maybe it's going to be from Welcome to Canada, because definitely I'm going to want to know services that I will be coming to meet, maybe questions I might be able to ask.
Right.
And when I'm definitely there, I could also be learning from your services to be like, okay, jobs. Maybe I'm finishing from school, or even still in school, I could see job opportunities. So,
Definitely.
is there a means that somebody could join your forum from Welcome to Canada? That's where I fall, and I will be very, very grateful.
That is
Wow.
totally fine, Flora.
Wow.
That's totally fine. I've helped a lot of people with their visas, and like I said, if I don't do school admission for you, I don't charge you for anything. So the people who came for just visa, I don't take money from them. I just assist them, provide them the information. So definitely, yeah, send me an email that, hey, I was on Saishmas Live. This is Flora, and I just said I wanted to be part of your Welcome to Canada session. I'll take your WhatsApp number from there, and then I'm going to add you on the page. You don't have to pay anything to me.
That's beautiful.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
And then
Bless you.
Thank
Flora,
you, Sir
thank you.
Ishmael. Yes,
It's
I'm getting you.
yes. Thank you so much for tuning in from Cameroon. Okay.
Thank you too.
Don't worry,
Please use
everything will be fine. Okay,
follow
everything
back.
will be fine. Okay.
I will be grateful if I get a follow back. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will. I will. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. That's beautiful. Wow. From Cameroon. That is amazing. From Cameroon is amazing. From Cameroon is amazing. So you see the power of knowledge, the power of information. I always say that information is all that we need. And this information, somebody says, how I wish I'll, don't worry. So, how do you call it? This video has been recorded on TikTok. I will download it and then upload it on our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and then his YouTube channel as well. So that those who did not get the beginning part of it, you can also go back and then watch this video, because I've learned a lot today that I didn't know anything about. I didn't know anything about Canada, and today I've learned a lot. Let me pick the next person to over here. Let me pick the next person to over here. Then we move on. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go. Who is this? Okay, Charlotte, can you unmute yourself and talk? Okay. Charlotte, can we hear you, Charlotte?
I'm just joining in, and so I don't really have an idea of everything you discussed, but I
Ah,
am I am trying to apply for schools in Canada as well. So
okay.
I have started the process and then applying for the MasterCard scholarship from McGill University. Currently writing the essays. I think there are about 6 of them. I've been able to write all. And so now I just need a new set of eyes to read through to know if I'm on the right path. Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's yes.
Okay, no problem. I don't know, but if you need more help, you can just consult KGA on KGA
Okay,
Education Consult at gmail.com. That is KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. And then he
okay.
might be of help to you, okay?
I'll be very
We've said a
glad.
lot
I'll
over
do.
almost 2 hours now. We've said a lot, and I don't know how.
Wow.
I'll upload a video again on our YouTube channel. Maybe you can go and watch it, so
Upload
that
the
will be
video
too, okay?
early so that we can all get.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Okay, Fredo, let's hear you. Hello, Fredo.
Hello, guys. Can you
Let's
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah, we can hear you. Let's go.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ishmael, and good evening, Mr. KGA.
Yeah. Good
I
evening.
actually like the yeah. Good evening. I actually like the whole product, what you have been delivering, and it's a beautiful one. A lot of people are looking for such information, but sometimes it's actually very difficult to get
Mm.
because sometimes you have too much information and you don't even know how to process it. With what you are doing is actually, giving people headway. So my own is I'm a graduate of mathematics here in Nigeria, and I'm also running my master's, which I hope to finish by 2024.
Okay.
So yeah, so what I actually have it in mind to immigrate to one of these countries, and Canada is on top of the list.
Okay.
So yeah, so the question is like I'm moving into the IT world where currently I'm studying cybersecurity.
Okay.
And if I hope to finish by 2024,
Okay.
and by which time I will start my own processes.
Okay.
So what are the question I have is what prospects do I stand to enjoy, and how much will it cost me to immigrate? That's the question I have.
All right. All right. So Fredo, he will answer you. Okay. Don't worry. He will answer you. Uh,
Oh
we've
yeah,
said,
Fredo.
we've said a lot already, but you know what? Why don't you just hold on and then finish first? Okay. I think that will help. Okay. You just hold on and then finish first. But okay, if you have something to say.
Yeah, I was just going to say he should just ensure that the cyber security he's doing. Usually, I tell people if you are back home and you want to migrate to Canada with work, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, very very difficult. So I encourage people to come as students and then you transition to workers, right? So whatever he's doing, he should make sure he's excelling, getting good grades, and then yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Because with cyber security, definitely you make it big. Yeah.
John, let's hear you. John.
Yeah, please, good evening.
Good evening, John.
Please, my name, I'm calling from Cape Coast.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, please, I'm doing research for my wife, and I want my wife to do a master's in Canada. She's having a Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood Education, and I'm asking if it is possible for us to get admission on that. She's having a GPA of 3.5, that is upper.
That's good.
Second class upper. I don't know if she qualifies to get admission
Definitely.
over there.
Definitely. Definitely.
And
And
is it possible? Is it compulsory that she's supposed to do that 2 to 3 year masters, or she can go in for a postgraduate? I think they have 2 categories as we're heading towards the masters. If
we lost
she
John.
could do any of them, so me, I just have I don't have any experience about it, so I'm just seeking for assistance and need your
All
full
right. So you know what?
assistance.
You know what? She's
Thank
so
you.
much qualified. In order not to waste much time, she's so much qualified. So you know what to do? Just
I've
hop
sent
on.
him email right now.
Yeah. So the email is KGA educationalconsult@gmail.com. That is KGA educationalconsult@gmail.com. And then he's going to give you all the. He will screen your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
KGA.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. So she will screen your wife, and then with what you've said in the Charlie, your wife is almost there, so you don't have any problem. So you know what you do? Just send her an email. It is KGA Education Consult, right? Yes.
I just want to give
gmail.com. So
everything to Mr. Aqua just to take us through every process.
he will help you. He will
Everything.
help you. He will help you. You don't have
That's
any
what
problem.
I
Okay.
do for life.
That's why we are here. Okay.
Thank you. Then I will be expecting your reply.
So yes, just do it. Okay, just do it. All right. Thank you very much. Let
Okay.
me hear you, Nana.
Okay. My name is Emmanuel,
Yeah, Emmanuel.
and
Let's go.
I have a bachelor's degree in education. I did languages in the
Okay.
University of Education, Winneba, with a
Okay.
GPA of 3.3,
Okay.
second class upper.
Good.
Okay.
And I wanted to do my master's in Canada, but I
Okay.
wanted to ask like the process for the languages. And I actually did Ghanaian language.
Okay.
Yes, so I wanted to know if there is any chance like that for the application. Also, my second question is there any health issue that can deny you Canadian visa? Do you have any health issue that can deny you a Canadian visa?
Yes, Nana. So your first question, definitely, we can take a look at your prospect and see what we can offer you. I'm confident we can find you something, so that shouldn't be a problem. But your second question, indeed, yes, that's why, as part of the study permit application process, once you are done with your biometrics, if they check all your documents and they realize that you are good to go, the next thing is you do a medical exam in Ghana or wherever you are. So the medical exam, I know they do the chest, they do HIV and all those things, right? So I'm not a health expert to know, but I know if you are HIV positive, it's zero. You are not coming, right? And then maybe
Okay.
a very good heart condition. They look. That's why they do the chest, right? So it might. I think one of my students, she had to do the medical 3 times because I think they found a problem. But the medical practitioners, they are not there to fail you. So when they find a problem, they will talk to you before they even send your records to immigration. They will let you know, hey, this they do this, and then they will do the the exam again to make sure everything is fine before finally they send it there. But as to the exact thing they'll be looking for, I know like hepatitis and all those things, you might be disqualified, right? So there are definitely some things they look for.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please, can you pin the email again for us so that we can send
All right. So
the
the email
email?
is KGA Education Consult. KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. That is it.
Okay.
All right. Rizal, I've been trying to. You said, oh, so you won't pick me. I've been trying to send you but because your subscription, how do we call it? Your followers are very, very low. It's I don't know. It's not coming. So I don't know if you'll be able to send me the request. I'll be very happy to pick you up. So Rizal, please, it's not intentional. I've been trying, but it's not coming up. Okay. Okay. Let's hear you, Raphael. We pick at least 2-3 people and then we'll be out of here. We are doing 2 hours now. We've done 2 hours. Wow. Let's say Raphael. Raphael, you unmute yourself and talk.
Hello.
Raphael, let's
Um,
hear you.
I'm super grateful for this opportunity to hear from you.
That's great.
I need to advance myself, but it's been a long time I finished school.
Okay.
I have 3-year diploma in HND marketing, and I wish to further my studies in Canada.
Okay.
That's long. I want to know if I'm eligible for your consult to help me get a school.
How long has it been?
2009. I finished school 2009.
That's
3-year diploma.
So yeah, let me use this to say this. Now, it's not a written policy, okay? It's not a written policy, but this is what some schools will tell you. Now, out of observation, certain colleges and universities realize that people who have stayed home for too long, even when they give them admission, immigration refuses them visa. And because of that, some schools have put a cap that when your certificate is over 7 years, it's not like they think you cannot study, but they are thinking of your chances of securing a visa, right? So if it is 2009 and you can solidly back it with maybe good work experience, what I can
Yeah, I've been working actively.
so
Currently,
what
I'm
I can
even in work.
suggest is that for somebody in your case, this is what I do. Because I am not overly confident of being able to help you, we will come to an agreement that, okay, if you are paying 70%, initial 70% deposit to me, I'm going to spend time and a lot of energy to do the application for you. We will try 3 times. Now, if at the 3rd time it doesn't go through, the 70% you paid, I'll give you maybe 30%, and then I'll keep 40% because I've worked for you, right? If this is something which is of a good deal to you, you can reach out and I'll put that in a contract, because I cannot just do everything for you for nothing, because time is really essential. So I can definitely take a look at, but I can tell you, I've done up to 2013, 2012. I've not gone to 2009. I've been successful up to 2012, but I've not gone all the way to 2009. But if you are willing, like I said, it will be in the contract. We can try. If it works, we are all good. But if it doesn't work, then I'll just give you 30% back of whatever you paid, and I'll keep the remaining 40%.
I am willing. I am very optimistic that my work experience, as you said, can cushion me. I'm very, very determined to leave Ghana.
So the email is kgaeducationconsult@gmail.com. kgaeducationconsult@gmail.com. Sorry. Okay.
Yes, boss.
All right, Raphael. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is it Levis Bed? Levis Bed? Yeah. Let's hear you.
Good evening, all. I'm a Cameroonian but based in the UK. I'm just soliciting for my junior sister. Yeah, I just have a few questions to ask. I managed to secure her an admission in Canada, and I managed to obtain a visa for her.
Great.
But now the problem I have is because she has a school in Quebec, but she's not really good in French. So I wanted her to come to Canada, and then I could switch her schools. I don't know how possible is that, because she's not really good in French, and the course I picked for her, because it was just what I found at the moment,
Right.
it's in French.
Right.
So I don't know if it's possible for her to come to Canada and then we switch her schools.
Yes.
So if I understood you very well, so the admission he already has is not from Canada.
It's from
It's
Canada.
from Canada.
But one of
She
the
has
provinces called
she
Quebec.
has a visa already.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So yes, Levis Bird. So if it's done, provided now, I think it's a good question. Let me use this to explain something. Sometimes immigration will write the name, rarely, they will write the name of the school on the study permit. Okay, that is when you are entering, when you get to Canada and you are entering, they will say this person is only eligible to attend this school. But it's rarely done. So Levis, keep an eye on that. Once she gets a study permit, okay, and it is an open study permit and it's not linked to a specific school, she can then apply to another school in Canada here, and as soon as she gets the admission, she can switch. It's doable. it's
Okay,
doing.
thank you so much for that information because I stumble on your videos. I think sometimes last week when you were talking about Newfoundland,
Right,
the job fair. So
right.
I was really interested and happy of what you're doing. I've been to Ghana so many times, so
Oh, okay.
That's
I
beautiful.
eat, I eat a lot of kinking, you know.
Hey,
All right, good to know,
that's
Levin.
beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
You're
Let me
welcome.
not waste the other people's time.
All right.
Right.
So just send him an email, okay? Thank you so much. So Rizal, it says, please, I am currently in UK on
Okay.
work visa. I
Okay.
really want to do my masters, but UK tuition fee is too high. Does Rizal has a chance?
Yeah, depending on her qualification, why not? Now, I
She
will
want to
put.
come up. She want to come up, but I've been trying, and
Yeah.
it's not coming for because her subscription is why do I keep on saying subscription? Her followers are so low, and I don't know. I've been trying, but still not working.
Yes,
As
Rizal.
the opportunity for me as a teacher, can I get a school with affordable tuition? Okay, so let's answer result.
Yes, Rizal, definitely. If your GPA is good, that's the first thing I always talk about, then you stand a chance. And in terms of getting a school that is affordable, I'm going to list 3 schools for you. You can come to us. It's the same school we work for, but you can also do it on your own, right? Now, the 3 most affordable schools I have seen so far in Canada. The first one is called Memorial University. And that university has a master's program in educational leadership, a curriculum, like a lot of educational master's programs. So Memorial University is one. Then number 2 is my university, University of Regina. They also have, our tuition is very affordable, so it's a school you can look at. Then the number 3 is University of Saskatchewan. University of Saskatchewan. Now, these 3 universities, they have affordable tuition fee. So if you're looking at doing this process on your own, consider Memorial University, University of Regina, and then University of Saskatchewan.
All right. So that's it. Result. Thank you very much. Let's see, Ebenezer. When you finish picking those people up here, I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you guys. We'll be here for more than 2 hours now. Yeah. So yes. So let's hear you, Ebenezer. Ebenezer.
Mr.
All right.
Taishmo, thank you so much, and Mr. George, thank you so. Yes, can you please hear me?
Yes.
You're welcome.
My internet is messing up here, so please forgive me.
It's okay. We can hear you. Let's go.
Thank you so much for this insightful session. I really appreciate being here. Mr. George,
Yes,
I
sir.
have a bachelor's degree in political science. I completed in 2017, and I also have a 4-year working experience as a tour planner in a tourism company.
Okay.
So when you posted the Newfoundland job fair,
right?
Yeah, that was the first time I checked on your video. So I checked your LinkedIn profile, and I realized that you are an educational consultant at University of Regina.
Right.
So I checked the program offerings, and I am interested in either the public administration or the tourism management course. So I want to ask you if there's a way you can help me in terms of influencing my application, like my admission, and if there's also opportunity for scholarship.
Okay. So number 1, I cannot influence your application in any form or shape. No. So that is straightforward. I don't even have to think about it. What we do is we guide, okay? But if you're looking at did you say Master of Public Administration? Ebenezer?
Yes, and then tourism management. I realize that the tourism management is just a certificate.
It's a certificate, so I wouldn't recommend it because once you're done with that, you might not be eligible for post-graduation work permit. So I wouldn't recommend that to you.
Hello?
Not check that yet, but
I'm here. My internet is really messing up.
Okay, he'll answer you. Don't worry. So let's just listen to whatever he say. He will answer to you. Let's go, King.
I cannot influence your admission in any form or shape. But if you are looking at the Master of Public Administration, one thing you have to do is start working on your WES assessment. That is World Education Services Assessment, because that program will ask you for a WES ICAP assessment. So if you don't know what WES ICAP assessment is, you can just Google WES, which is World Education Services. What that means is they are going to evaluate your Ghanaian credential to see its equivalent in Canada. You need that before you can make your application for the Master of Public Administration.
All right, thank you very much. Nana, unmute yourself and talk, Nana. Okay, Prosper, let's go. Prosper, let's go.
Okay, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I'm also a high school graduate, but currently I'm in Dubai, but wanting to also travel to further my education in Canada. So I'm a business student.
Okay.
I'm a business student, so
Hello.
and I want to also. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can. Let's go. Nana, hold on.
I just want to come for a diploma courses.
Okay.
Like this 1 year courses, and then afterward I know what to do next. So can you get some of the schools that are affordable so that I start from there?
Yes. With diploma, let me advise you before you start any process. Most of the diploma programs, most of them, I'm not saying all because I don't know all, but most of them are not eligible for post-graduation work permit. It means once you're done with that diploma, you have to go back to school again.
You go back to Ghana or wherever you came from.
So make sure, if you remember, you're going to spend a lot of money on this to travel to come here. So make sure that it's not just for traveling sake, but you have the future in mind. So if you don't have a degree, if you can save money, then you come and do the undergraduate degree. That is okay. All right. Or maybe wherever you are, you can just do. Was your diploma for 3? Oh, you said you have high school, right? Not
Yeah, high school. No, high school.
Yeah, man.
We already spoke about it, and it's difficult. That one there is very difficult. So
tough. It's not about the admission, but it's about the tuition fee.
About the tuition fee, you cannot even afford
okay.
it. It will be too hard for you. Okay, so don't waste your money on that. Okay, Nana, let's hear you, Nana. Nana,
Hello.
yes, let's hear you. Please be quick. We are closing. Nana. Okay, Joda, let's go.
Hello, sir.
Joda, let's go.
Yeah, quick one. Hello. Yeah, so I have diploma, a GPA of 3.4. So I want to find out if I can do my BSc in nursing at Canada. If that can help me out with.
Yes, you can. But getting into a BSc program here is one of the most competitive ones. So I would recommend, sometimes this is what I tell people, you use another program to get into the system, and once you're done and maybe you are settled, you can always go back to what you want to do. All right. I wouldn't stop you from applying, but it's highly competitive.
Okay.
Especially BSc, but sometimes you can do maybe another program that is health related, maybe in kinesiology or something like that, which is still around the health sector. And then once you're done, and but while you are doing that application, you can definitely apply for the BSc nursing. If it hits for you, that's good. Then you get into it, right? But I'll say don't just do that one. Make sure you get an additional program so that if this one doesn't work, that one will work for you.
Okay, so another one. So if I also want to do the BSc here in Ghana, would that one also help me? Maybe if I want to just further, which I want to see each other ways. If
you do the BSc in Ghana, BSc in nursing in Ghana, you cannot come to Canada. No, you can, but before you can do a master's in nursing in Canada here, you have to go through the College of Nurses of that particular province. It's an assessment that will take like a year, and they will ensure that you have a minimum, I think 3 years or 5 years experience as a nurse before you can get into the graduate nursing program. However, if you want to do a master's in other health related, like maybe public health or any other health related, you can definitely do that. But for nursing, it's quite, because let me tell you the secret, the Canadian health system, they don't recognize the health certification and practice from Ghana. That's true, straightforward.
Thank you very much. I'm very
Hey,
glad.
that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. And this he's a friend, he's a brother, and Ninti, let's go. Let me hear you.
Okay, King George, this is Akoto Divine, UCC.
Akoto.
I don't know if you can recollect Divine Acapella.
Oh, yeah. I know Akoto. Yeah.
I wanted to find out, I have a degree. I wanted to find out the possible courses that I can take for my master's if I should want to come to Canada. And then, in fact, I'm happy
Yes.
you are on that line. So I actually need your assistance and then your guidance. That is it.
Sounds good. Yeah, definitely. If you are already in BEd, then going the way of education is highly recommended. Like something like maybe a master's in educational leadership or master's in curriculum design, teaching. All those programs are still available. So, bro, yeah, I think it's doable. With you just add your experience, and then I think it's totally doable.
Akoto.
The only thing is that after yes sir.
I'll come out and I'll put
The
it.
only thing is that after completion, the only thing is that after completion, I tried to get into the education field, but I tried several times. I couldn't get the chance, so I had to divert into banking. So that is
Oh,
where I actually had my service with this service communicators, MTN, and then later went into banking. So that's where I've actually been
Tell them
at.
you are a bank manager. Tell them
So
you are
I
a bank
don't
manager.
know the
Akoto.
possibilities.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. A lot of things can go into this process, but all in all, I think we should be able to find you something, even if not in education.
Yeah. So Charlie, just send him an email, okay, Akoto. You be boss now. You be senior man. Aye.
That's our
Okay.
senior man.
Okay, Akoto. Thank you so much.
Oh,
I'll pick
Charlie.
the last person, please. I'm tired. I'm
Martin, thank
really tired. My boss is tired. Please, my boss is also tired. So, what's the name? Is it Amasang? What's the name? Amasang. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm a Sagashio.
Amaga. No, some names. What kind of names?
No, I'm using my wife's account.
Oh, okay. Let's hear you.
Okay, so she's doing HND in Accra Technical University accounting.
Okay.
Okay, now she wants to top up to do the degree, but I wanted to find out if she can do her master's with a technical university degree in Canada.
Yes, he
Or
can.
any Europe.
We've already spoken about it. Okay, she can. So don't worry. Right? She can do
If she
it.
has a degree, if she has a degree, that's fine.
With the HND,
You are talking about the HND?
Yes, now they upgraded the universities to technical universities.
Right.
But they give them, even though it's a technical university, the 3 years they do is still HND.
Yeah, okay. For HND, you cannot just transition into masters like that. Sometimes some people will take maybe a 3-year bachelor's, sometimes, okay, but it's rare. Usually they are looking for a 4-year bachelor's degree. So with the HND, she can get into a graduate certificate program, but not a master's program.
Okay, so she can do, and how long is that?
The graduate certificate is a 1-year program.
It's a 1-year program.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Ghana. We have the what do you call it? For teachers, we just have one we call it 1-year top up. You go and do it, and then that's it. Some people have
Okay,
3 years in bachelor's education, but don't have it in education field. So they go and do just 1 year top up, and then they become, so he or she can do it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so and how easy is that? I mean, is it easy to get into a university?
Oh, senior man.
It's going to be a college, not a university. So the graduate
It's going to be
certificate is offered by colleges, not universities, but like the standard is very high. And my wife went to a college. She did a graduate certificate, and she ended up working with the federal government. So it's not like any inferior program. It's highly competitive as well. But if the grades are good and you guys are ready financially, because you have to make some payment to the school before you can even apply for your visa, I can definitely sort you out.
Okay, so I would send you a mail on that, and
That's amazing. Let's do it.
okay, thank you.
All right, guys, I want to say, please, my boss is tired. No, we've been sitting for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Please, it's okay. Information here. The rest, I want to direct you to the email. That is KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. Please, let's go and patronize his services. He's been amazing tonight. He's been so amazing. He's given us all the information you need, all the information I need, all the information your brother, your sister, your friend needs to migrate to Canada as a student. As he said, when you're coming as a worker, it's very tedious, but when you're coming in as a student, it is very easy. And you will have a chance, the route to become how do you call it, a permanent resident
All the
in
way up
Canada.
to citizen.
That
Because
is
currently my citizenship eligibility is ready. I can put it in this year. Next year I'm a citizen. So it's there.
so this one, America, we don't get it easily. We don't get it here easily, Charlie. Yeah, it's not easy. But Charlie, it's been an event for something. Now let me quickly recap some things that we said quickly. Then we end the live session here. His name is King George Aqua. He's a Ghanaian, and then he's a professional teacher, as I said. But now he's been in Canada for the past 9 years. 9 years. It's not easy, and I've known him as a friend, as a brother, and he's a preacher with the Church of Pentecost. If you don't know, I'm telling you, yes, Church of Pentecost, and then he's also a musician. Yes, when you go to YouTube, just search his name, King George Aqua. He has a latest song featuring emoji of all people, a praise melody. I mean, I love it. I'm not on radio now, so Charlie, Vim and I had dark, but and he's giving us everything so far as relocating yourself and your family to Canada is concerned. We've learned a lot today. Now, he said if you're a JHS liver, it's a no. Please don't even try.
Like, it's not no.
Please, I don't want. I don't want you to waste your money on that thing. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah.
And then if you are SHS graduate, you can start something from there. If you are a diploma, you can do other in a diploma, or a teacher, you have a diploma, you can also do something over there. And then if you are how do you call it? The main one is a graduate. If you are a graduate, that is very beautiful. You can get onto all this route, and he is going to make sure that he helps you when you come through with his consult. Now, I asked him what you need, and then he said that some of the things that you need is that you have to apply for the university. You get your admission. When you get your admission offer, you need a bank statement, number 2. Number 3, you need the source of the fund. Where is the money coming from? Very important. And he said, don't go and dump all the money in the account. No, don't go and dump all the money in the account. We don't do that. And of course, you must have a passport before you start your application. Now, if you have this, you have 2 routes you can take. One is the master's degree, and one is the HND or diploma route. And you have at least not less than a second class lower, some lower class, not less than 2.7. So 2.9, 2.8, or maybe 2.7, some of the schools will take you. And you should be able to write your statement of intent and then your GRE, and that one is going to help you. You must get ready with your transcript, certificate, and then your state of purpose letter, and that is going to help you. When you finish everything, you get admission, then you hop onto the website cic.ca.gov for you to go and apply for your study permit, which will come with your visa. Now, he also spoke about the courses. He said the courses that you must offer, you should make sure that at least you have courses which has postgraduate permits. They'll give you postgraduate work permit. That is very important. Don't joke with that. You need to get, so that when you finish, some of you will give you the permit to go and work. You must get a permit to go and work, be a worker, and then you can even follow that route to become a permanent resident, or what he said. And then also, There are some schools that gives admission on or entrance for scholarship. Some also give teaching assistantship scholarship. Some also give internal scholarships for their students, and then some of them actually give a travel bursary. But people don't know that all these things exist. Yes, so if you are a Ghanaian, if you're an African, let's come to the African, the Ghanaians, and ask. He said it's unfortunate that it is only even the white that comes and asks of all this. You see, information, it's very key and it's very, very important. He's with Regina University and as education advisor over there in the French department. He has a lot of things for us tonight, and it's been amazing. I've loved every single thing that he has told us tonight. Senior, your final comments. If you have something to add, if you have something to say, you can say before we end the live.
Bro, I just want to say thank you for having me. It's an honor to share information. Thank you so much for doing what you always do. And I just wanted to say this to everyone who is listening and watching. Guys, if you want to travel, even if you are on a full scholarship, make sure you are prepared financially. Okay, make sure you are prepared financially, because you never know what's going to happen. You know, it's somebody's land. It's not your land. So please try and prepare financially. And then number two, as you go out there, a lot of people are hungry, so people are getting visas and other things. And one thing, I saw a question that was going on, whether you can convert a visitor visa to a work visa, which is a current thing that is happening in Canada. A lot of agents are they will get you a legitimate visa, okay? They can give you 8 years, 10 years, it's good. But you only take that visa if you want to just come and see Canada and go. But if you're looking at staying in Canada for the long term, please don't do that. Currently, we have over 50 people who are stranded. They've all come. Some pastors have given them my number, and they are calling me all the time because the agents told them that, oh, when you go, you can switch. But let me tell you what happened. During the COVID, the government realized that they were not getting immigrants. So they made a policy that if you are in Canada with a visitor's visa, you can try and get a work permit with it. But what people don't know is that to get a work permit from a visitor visa, you need an employer who is going to give you something we called Labor Market Impact Assessment, LMIA. Now, what that employer is telling the government is that the job I have on board, I've searched the whole Canada. Nobody is eligible, or nobody can do this job better than this foreigner. All right. And that is the way, once you get that job, then you can use, that employer will give you a letter, and you use that letter to apply for a work permit. So yes, it is possible to switch from a visitor visa to a work permit, but it is not butter and bread. So people are here now, people are trying to seek asylum, people are trying to become refugees. So people are paying lawyers huge sums of money because they want to prolong their stay in Canada. And others are now joining shelter homes because they have nowhere to sleep. So please, guys, it is, yes, I wouldn't say it's no, because the policy is there. And that policy, they've extended it to 2025. So the policy is there. But guys, it is not as it is posted. It is not as it is
automatic. No.
A lot goes into that. So please, if you want to come to Canada, find a more, I would say, reliable way through school, through the express entry, which you come directly as a permanent resident. And sometimes they have startup, like entrepreneurs, startup work permit, but you need to show a certain amount of money in your account to prove to the government that when you come here, you're not going to be stranded. So all these routes are there. Please, if you want to come and visit Canada, come and visit Canada. Canada, when you tell them, people think you don't want them to come. This place is too big. Me and my family, we can't occupy this. I will love everybody to come, but make sure you come well.
That's it.
Make sure you come well, because it's not as easy as we make it look. And like I was telling Ishmael, even the social life alone can break your heart. A lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are depressed because here you can be, Ishmael can testify. For me, in my apartment, I moved to my apartment over 2 months ago. I don't even know my next door neighbor, right? So it's a lonely place we live. We are here just because of the economic benefits. right? So if you're coming, please come well. Come well. Come well. Nobody, when you come to Abrochire, it doesn't stop me from being in Abrochire. When you are going up, it doesn't mean I'm going down. We can all grow together. But I will not compromise on telling people the truth and the fact. I will not compromise on telling people the truth and the fact. We will love everyone to leave a good legacy for their families. But please make sure you're coming through. Now, they are even returning. Yes, bro, I have to say this. A lot of students are being sent back home. They are using agencies. And this is what the agencies are doing. They are taking other people's admission letters and putting their names on. So people go to the airports and immigration will say, oh, can you log into your student account? People don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Guys, if you are working with a consultancy, as soon as you get your admission, request for your login details into your portal. Me, that's when I'm sending the admission package to my clients, my employee will make sure your login details are there. Then please, and a big please, people don't know even their student's account number. So when they get to the airport, my brother-in-law was coming. He went through my consult. When he was coming, there was a guy ahead of him. And then they told the guy that they were taking him back to Ghana. Why? Because the guy had an admission letter, all right, but the school didn't know him. Because now people can just take PDF, people can edit PDF. So they will take my admission letter, King George Aqua. Then all they need to do is to take my name and my date of birth and all those things from me, and they will put your name and tell you, hey, we got your admission.
no.
You will use it to apply for the visa. You will get the visa, all right. You will get the visa. That's the sad part. You get the visa, all right. But when you get to the port of entry, those people will now do their background checks. So if you don't go through, if nobody comes to me as an educational consult, I work full-time as an academic advisor. I will survive. All right. I'm not here to destroy people's businesses, but I'm here to alert people that the same way good people are out there trying to help people, bad people are out there trying to put people down. Please, and a big please, you can do it on your own. As I said, I did everything on my own before I came here. So many people have done it on their own. They are here. But if you use a good and a legitimate educational consult, it's also peaceful. Whatever you do, make sure you are taking responsibility. Make sure you are taking responsibility. I think I share a bit of information on my live as well. I'm not as popular as Brother Ishmael, but I try my best. I share information on my live. Anytime I go live, I tell people I preach the gospel, but I share good information as well. So you can pass on my live and just take a few nuggets here and there. And if you see my video and you want to share, go ahead and do it. Let us make sure people get the right information. If not, we will be our own destroyers. So I will want to see everyone do well in this life, but make sure you are reading. Make sure you are searching for information, and make sure you are understanding the context of any information you get. Thank you, Brother Ishmael, and I hope we can do this some other time.
Wow, that's amazing, guys. Can we send a live to, let's say, 30.4, 30.3, 30.1? We are now on 29. Can we go? Just tap on the screen for me before he leaves. Just tap on the screen for me before I let him leave. Next week, I don't know if I see his schedules and he's also okay next week if he has time. As I said, he also might be hosting me, and me, I'll be talking about the education field. So anything about education to the US. So I'm in the US, he's in Canada. Yeah, so that is the thing. I'm in the US, he's in Canada. So everything he spoke today about was about Canada. Next week when I come, I will also give my version for teachers, for nurses, or whatever it is. Those who want to relocate to the US. That is what we are going to do. I want to say thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for availing yourself. It's been 2 hours, 30 minutes, free of charge. You are not taking a dime from anybody. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate this. You are not selfish. And it's amazing. I love this because people are paying huge sum of money for this information that you've channeled. People are paying money for it, but you gave it off. People were even surprised. How did he get all these things? and it's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So the name is KGA. The consult is KGA Education Consult. KGA Education Consult. If you want to send him an email, it is KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. KGA Education Consult at gmail.com. Remember, patience is the key. Don't come and be rushing people. You Ghanaians, you like that thing too much. I did not check. Massa, everything is patience. Everything is patience. Now, when Ken Hazros, called in for the wife, that is what the name of the wife of Ken Hazros. I haven't forgotten the name. She didn't come. So what happened was that Esther availed herself. Esther saw an opportunity and she put herself into it. She became the queen. She became the queen. Listen, when you see any opportunity anywhere, dig your neck out it, put your neck out on it, and make sure you are always prepared when opportunity presents itself. I want to thank you so much. God bless you, my brother. Can you pray for all of us before you leave?
For sure. I want to do that. Guys, regardless of your religious affiliation, we just want to pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we want to thank you for such a wonderful moment. It's amazing. Whenever we gather, we know you are with us. You are the source of our knowledge, the source of our wisdom. We thank you for making this a reality. We thank you that people have been informed and they will make informed decisions. We thank you, oh God, that our thinking faculty has been brought alive. And Lord, we are going to be vigilant in all our ways. I pray that people have burdens on their hearts. So I speak in the name of Jesus that whatever burdens people have on their hearts, all those who join our life, we are praying that you make a way for them, for you are the way maker. Father, we pray and we speak over their lives. Bless the work of their hands, prosper their thoughts, prosper their deeds, and above all, help us to abide under the shadow of you, God, so that no weapon fashioned against us shall prosper. We pray, God, for the grace to continue to do this. And we pray that you will help us so that, Lord, this will not be in vain, but people will be enlightened and right decisions will be taken. We thank you. We bless you. We give you all the glory. In the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God, we have prayed. Amen.
Amen. And then please, this session will put on live on my YouTube channel and then his YouTube channel as well. I'll download it and upload it on our YouTube channel. If you missed the first 1 hour, that was where the information was. The first hour was where the information was. So please, when you missed it, we'll upload it on our YouTube channels. My link is on my bio, and then his link is also on his bio. Just click on it, go like our videos, share the page, put on the notification button, so when you put in any videos, you'll be able to get it. My brother, thank you so much, and God bless you.
God bless you, bro. All right, take care.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I want to say thank you to everybody who joined the live. Thank you so much. God bless everybody for joining the live. Next week, Sunday, I will be here again, and then we'll be doing all those who want to migrate to the US. Oh, yeah, we'll be doing yours for you. All those who want to migrate to the US will be doing yours for you. If you want to migrate to the US as a teacher, if you want to migrate to the US as a nurse, we will be here next week. And then we will do everything for you as well. I am a professional teacher, and I'm teaching here in the United States of America. He's in Canada, and I'm in the US. Yes, he's in Canada, and then I'm in the US. So please, if you've not followed me yet, make sure you follow me. If you've not liked my YouTube channel, please click on the link in my bio. Go and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I'm pleading with you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for me. Yes, please. The link is in my bio. Just click on the link. Please, I'm very low. I have barely 500 subscribers. By the end of this video, let me get to 1K. We have 100 people here. If all of you go on my YouTube and then you subscribe, you will not die. You won't die. You won't die. Oh, Rizzo, you are a Ghanaian? Oh, okay. Send me a message in my DM. Okay, let's see if we can help each other. Yes. So next week I'll be subscribing. Next week I'll be doing it for all the teachers. I've done all the videos on my page. When you go there, just watch some of the videos. The requirements you need. I already put out the 3 basic requirements you need to become a teacher here in the United States. All those things are there. I've seen tons of messages in my inbox. I cannot reply all of them. Some of them have already answered the question, but they keep on asking and asking and asking. Let's do the research for ourselves. Let's help ourselves. We cannot do everything all by ourselves. We are trying to help. So the little information you get from us, please make sure you also go and do your research. It's very important. Go and also do your research. Don't be dependent on all of us, dependent on one person. No, it will not help. Go and also do the research on yourself. You understand? Go and do the research on yourself. If our countries were better, we will not be worrying ourselves like this. When they come here, they want to go to our countries for, let's say, for visiting sake, and then they come back. But here we want to migrate. Why? Because of economic opportunities. Because of our economies back home are not good. Our economies are not good. That is why we are all trying to travel. So when somebody gives you an information, research on yourself. But you know what is happening? You want us to do everything for you. No! Look at the information King has given to us now. You can also go and research. But we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. You want to be spoon-fed. We don't have time. Listen, we don't have time for ourselves. We don't have time for ourselves. The little time that we get, that's why we do this. I've been here for 2 hours, 30 minutes. Tomorrow I have to go to school. I have to prepare. But we are doing this for you to help you. Please, the information we give to you, try and research on also help on yourself. Help yourself. It's very important. It is very, very, very important. Help yourself. Research. Could you believe people want me to apply for them? I don't have time. I don't have time. So please, I'm begging with you. When you get information from us, try and help yourself, okay? Try and help yourself. I will end here. I'll be here for getting to 3 hours now. We are tired. Kofi Kelly, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much, Kofi, for subscribing. Thank you. People are subscribing. Go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload a video on YouTube for you to go and watch. Thank you so much for joining the live. I'll be ending here. My name is Ishmael. Please, what of diploma? I've said it time without number. You cannot apply to be a teacher in the US with diploma. I've said it. I'm not saying it again. You can't apply to be a teacher in the US with diploma education. No. Certificate, you cannot do it. So please, I've already said, I'm not saying it again. All right. So next week, we will be here next week, Sunday, 4 p.m. US time, 8 p.m. Ghana time. And then we'll give you all the information. I will take one of the websites and then we will all try to follow how to apply. We'll all try to follow how to do the application on one of the websites, okay? Thank you so much, and God bless you for coming. I love you all. I pray that whatever your heart desire is, God himself will make it come to pass. God himself will make it come to pass. Trust me. It is not easy, but listen to me. Nothing comes easy in this world. Everything is a struggle. Everything is a struggle. If you're not ready to struggle, to sacrifice, forget about it. It is not easy. If you want to do it, you can do it because somebody has been able to do it, so you can also do it. So next week, 4 p.m. US time, 4 p.m. Ghana time, I'll be here again. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye for now.